Any reason to have mom's cooking, I'm for it. I don't give a damn what it is. I'm on my way.
I love mom's cooking. Mom's cooking is fucking awesome. Oh my god, I miss that. I'm homesick now. I'm homesick for real now. Cause I'm not from Houston, so I miss my New Orleans cooking. I'm from New Orleans.
New Orleans.
Okay. Yeah, I'm from.
What?
Man, he from New Orleans.
Yeah, same city as Lil Wayne, Louise.
Well, maybe it's time to pay a visit to your mom.
I am actually. I gotta wait for her to visit me first before I make a trip down there.
Okay.
She's gonna visit me up here, and then I'm gonna make a trip down there. So I might. Nice. So I might I have to plan the month after she come down here.
Okay.
So yes, I will. I will. Oh, I will.
All right. We are live, people. We are live. Welcome, my friends, my family, my fellow gamers. Your only friend these YouTube streets, Porter Rock 77, and I am back here with the crew. Welcome to another episode of 60 Frames No Like Podcast, where we all talk things gaming, PlayStation, Nintendo, PC, Switch, whatever's happening in the industry. We give our little thoughts, our comments, our opinions, and I'm glad you guys are here. Thank you so much for everyone for rocking out with the channel. While you're here, if you don't mind, please hit the like button, and if you're new to the channel, welcome. I hope you stick around. I hope you enjoy your first podcast, and you get to enjoy many more content creators. Got a great panel. This panel is awesome, and I'm glad to be back. We had to delay the podcast. Normally we would do the podcast on Tuesdays. We had to do it Wednesday because I was traveling yesterday, coming back from Florida over my Easter vacation in hot weather. So we'll just kick it off. We'll talk to the crew a little bit. But again, if you don't mind, please hit the like button and share this out if you choose to. Just to keep the community growing and get new members in and get more people in. And speaking of membership opportunities are available, but most of all, I really appreciate you guys being here and just enjoying the conversation and participating in the chat. All right, but let me roll over to the panel. I'm gonna kick it off with Chill Will. Is that a little beard you're growing?
Cut the camera off. Cut it off.
What's going on there? What's them whiskers?
Oh man,
you looking like Patches the cat. What's going on here?
Paul Wall grew on, so.
Oh, that's it. All right. What's going on, brother?
Hey, how's it going, everybody? Man, appreciate y'all for having me. I hope everybody had a lovely Easter, man. Spent time with family and chilled. Hit that like button, chat.
All right. Appreciate it, brother. We got Craig, top flight security of the world. What is that green glob you got there? Is that your new crystal ball?
Oh yeah. Shout out to everybody. Hope everybody had a really good Easter. Hope everybody had a good Easter. Shout out to the chat. Hopefully y'all had a good Easter as well. So, but yeah, I can stay for a little bit. Got to work in the morning, but glad everybody's back and doing well. Hope everybody's family's doing well as well. Hit that like button, people. It takes half a second.
All right.
Shout out to you, brother Craig.
All right.
Henry, how's Taiwan treating you? How's life over there treating you?
We had some thunderstorms for the last couple of days, but
okay, it's
pretty nice. Yeah, but moistures and heat not very easy on the person that's spoiled by California climate, right? So other than that, not a whole lot of atmosphere for Easter, but we had back-to-back Friday holidays.
Okay.
So that it was a 4-day weekend basically for my family, but not for me. But so
okay.
But
nice.
Other than that, it's good to see you guys. And the new season of The Division 2 started. Can you believe it? Year 8 season. Yes.
I need to play that.
That game is still around? Holy shit! I bought that game brand new and I never played it.
Really?
Never even installed it. I didn't even download it yet. I didn't even download it. I always meant to play it, but I just never got around to it because other games kept coming out. Yeah. And now I literally own The Division 2, bought it day one, and I never even installed it.
We ought to get together and play because I've never been able to find people to play it.
I have to start from scratch. I never did anything.
That's the way I would have to start.
I
don't even know where to begin.
So, it's really good.
Well, you play DC, right? And then you go to New York, and then
New York.
Yeah, there's a New York, and then once you finish New York, you hit level 40, right? And then you get a watch. You have to level that watch to 1,000, right? And then that's where your end game begins.
Yeah,
right?
now I see why I never installed it.
There's a Brooklyn expansion. There's a Brooklyn expansion, and then it's about making builds.
He said, "Now you get a watch. Now you got to level it to 1,000." Oh shit! Now I see why.
Man, yeah.
Now I see why I never installed it. Now you reminded me.
Yeah.
Now I remember why I didn't bother with it.
Yeah. You guys want to play? I can more than carry 3 guys on my back.
Oh, you played it that much?
Carry 3 guys. Oh man.
Whoa, pause. Craig, what are we doing? Craig was about to deliver some baby oil to you. He's about, hey, I'll send you some Diddy oil if you need it. Sounds like you need a case of Diddy oil in Taiwan. You played Division 2 that much?
You could carry me.
You played that Division 2 that much? How many hours do you think you have in it? Approximately.
No, like I want to say a couple days.
Days. We can't even say hours. We gotta count in days.
So I played Destiny religiously since its launch, right? From Destiny.
I remember. I was like that too.
2019, I couldn't keep up, right? So and then a couple of my friends were playing Division 2 at the time, so I jumped over and I was like, "What the hell is this? Why is that guy taking like 3 clips of bullets to kill?" Because the Division 2 is more like a RPG. It's it's disguised as a shooter, right? So but. And then you start getting used to mechanics, and then you start making builds. That's where it's fun. You get to do a combination of, you want a skill build, you want a DPS build, you want a tank build, you want a hybrid build. It's so. But Tom Clancy universe is always interesting to me.
Oh yeah,
when you start.
Yeah, that's always
yeah.
I've heard nothing but good things about that and the Rainbow Six games and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I would say that's probably Ubisoft's biggest mistake, that they didn't double down on the Tom Clancy universe, because that was what. A lot of the games was just awesome when they were just pushing that Tom Clancy
when it first came
stuff.
out. Splinter
Ghost
Cell,
Recon, Splinter Cell. Like they just kept pushing the stories, so you had the story-based game and then the multiplayer component. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't know why they went away from that, because it worked so well. It was just so good.
They were gonna because if they stop publishing Tom Clancy licensed games, they lose the license, right? So
yeah.
And then they were going to cancel the Division 2, but I didn't say anything. But the community had a lash back, and then they carried on. It's just they put a small team on it and just kept on updating it.
I mean, as far as the way smallpox spreads, that's true. I mean, there's a smallpox. I mean, there's just people gonna be hurting. So but so you said the one is in isn't the first one in New York City?
Yeah, they're both in New York.
Is it they're both New York? Okay. All right, cool.
Well,
I thought one was in Washington, but I could be wrong. It's been a while.
Division 2 started in DC, and then the expansion was called Warlords of New York, and then you start fighting a bunch of rogue agents.
Cool.
Spoiler, you killed the boss.
Well, it's like 5 years later.
Shit. I was thinking they got to play it. I'll do it because I remember I bought that game and was like, okay, does anybody want to play it? I couldn't find it. Like, we're ready or not. I'm like, well, that's what Chocolate Thunder says, but so I have ready or not, and couldn't find anybody. So that's what he said.
But it's complicated though.
How big? I can only imagine how big the game is. It's like what, 200 gigs or some shit by now.
I don't think that big. I don't think that big.
You'd be surprised.
I don't know. Yeah.
Be like, all right, okay, all right. Okay, hey Sean, what's going on, brother?
I'm all right. Hope you had a good Easter, man, and make sure everybody dropped a like. Appreciate
you as well, man. What plat level are you at now?
I'm at 2182 right now.
Wow. 21 what?
2182.
21. I can't even count past 10 without taking my shoes off.
That shit is ridiculous. Man, but good for you, brother. Good for you, brother. Good for you. What game are you playing right now?
Right now, I'm gonna have to do Life is Strange. I just did an indie horror.
You got to copy Life is Strange?
Motherfucker. Square Enix sent them.
Asshole. I said that out loud?
Yeah.
My bad. I'm kidding. He said, you know what's funny? Sean's the one that answered it. He goes, yeah. You are lucky. That is awesome, man. God bless you, man. Good shit.
Yes, sir.
You well deserved. All right. We got the brain. What's going on?
What's going on, everyone? I'm all right.
Hold up, is that I see that shirt? Is that for the movie? What you call it?
Juice.
The Tupac Juice.
Yep.
Yeah, I know that shit. What's going
you
on? I'm like, wait,
you being from New York.
I'm probably the only one that knows. Everybody's like, Juice, what's that? It's about Tropicana. You know what I'm saying? Rakim had one of his awesome songs, "Know the Ledge." Love that song.
Oh, yeah.
On the soundtrack of Juice.
Phenomenal. Yeah, that
Know the Ledge.
phenomenal.
I love that song.
That's when I thought hip hop was changing.
Yeah.
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 I love Rakim.
It was going from being more conscious to being grimy or no, I'm gonna say grimy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Rakim stuff's always been on the edge though.
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
You're searching that. Now hip hop went from selling drugs to doing drugs. Ain't that some shit?
You ain't never lie.
In the end, hip hop became the crackheads. Ain't that a motherfucker? Ain't that some shit?
It's all about design. That's all about design.
Oh shit. All right. It's all about the right? Yeah, you would think, right? When you look at the people who's really in charge of hip hop, you start to wonder it was a setup. We got set up.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
All right.
Over there alone though. I'm good. Between splitting my time between work, family, studying, and trying to play Crimson Desert, which I'm really enjoying. I really enjoy that game. That's about it for me, man. I think that the user review scores are pretty spot on. To me, it's like, hey, whatever the journalist said, I almost spent a lot of time on that, but because we did, a couple of weeks ago, but whatever the journalist said about it, I get it. But at the same time, as far as the user reviews I'm more in line with that, because it's like, hey, it's to me, once I get started on that game, it's kind of hard to put it down. The only reason why I have to turn it off is because my computer needs to rest, because I do put it on overdrive, and the airflow needs to, I'm not too sure if it's just being a gaming laptop and may just get hot to begin with, or it needs a better airflow.
Oh yeah, the laptops get loud if you try to game on them. I know I have one. I tried it. That sounded worse than my PS4 at its peak. Yo, can't do it, bro. Can't do it. And then also, I didn't really have a good performing laptop. That's why I was warned, don't get a gaming laptop if you want a game. But I said, but I got to do a podcast, and they were like, then buy a desktop and a laptop. Get both. Right. But don't think you're gonna consolidate. And then they were right. I was like, man, because it's too tight, it's too compact. And then if you get one of those games, I would imagine like Crimson Desert, shit, your laptop's crying, bro.
Explode.
You're cooking that sucker. That sucker's getting cooked like Thanksgiving.
Well, if it is, then it's good that I got an extended warranty, but I renewed my warranty on that shit. But no, like don't get me wrong, I can play it really well. As far as when it comes down to, I could do 120 frames, but that's when I know I'm like the GPU is really being pushed, because generally it's anywhere between being used at 50%. I'm gonna say it averages at 60% if I'm playing on ultra settings.
And how's that fan going though?
The fan, nah, it's not the fan. The fan, I know the air.
No, but I'm saying it's not blowing. It's not like doing its work. Oh, really?
It's just that when I take out the damn, what you call it, the power adapter, man, that shit be hot as shit.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that shit be hot as shit. So it's like, you know what? I played for 3 hours. That's cool. And it's funny, I do have a desktop, but I haven't updated that since oh wow, I want to say like 2019. Like that shit still got a RX. I mean, not a RX. My fault. No, that's correct. A RX 580. And,
man.
Yeah, that's a 580 and a 2600X. Like after I got my gaming laptops, because remember before this gaming laptop, I had a 2070, and then I bought this 4080. After I bought the gaming laptops, that was it.
Shit. That man said RX 580.
Those laptop stands that has 2 fans on it. I don't know how much it could help. I think if they're USB plug, you just plug into the USB on your laptop, and then it's like a little thing that props up. I don't know how much it could help. Yeah, so
it's funny you said that, Henry, because that's exactly what I got, and this shit got 5 fans. The problem is
Man, you better put that shit in the refrigerator.
I don't know. I really don't know how efficient it really is, or how much of the air is actually being exhaled. Inhaled into the laptop itself.
Yeah,
you better put that shit in the icebox.
Laptop case. Yeah.
That's funny. I need to be on the icebox.
You better play that shit in the refrigerator. Better plug that.
Or play that shit outside. It's still cold outside.
Like, yo,
I have no issue.
All right. Wow.
I didn't notice he had the juice shirt. I like that shirt.
Thank you. I
like that shirt.
Thank you.
I like that shirt.
Thank you.
I recognize that movie. That's why I seen Tupac and that dude. I was like, yeah, that's Juice.
You know who my favorite character was?
Wow, talk about late response.
I know, right?
Yo, I'm bugging out. I'm like, wait, was it in my mind? Like I did talk about it, right? Or was that in my head? Yo, Sean got me fucked up. Like when he said it, oh, I like that shirt, Juice. I'm thinking, didn't I just say that like 5-10 minutes ago? I thought Sean got me looking crazy. I'm like,
my bad.
I'm just saying. I thought you would have joined in on the combo. You didn't say nothing.
My bad.
Because I was just saying, is that Juice, me, him, and that's why we were talking about Rock Cam and Know the Ledge.
Yeah. Yes.
And then 10 minutes later, oh shit, you got the Juice shirt on. I'm like, dog. I'm like, what?
You know who my favorite character in the movie was, even though he was a bitch?
Ooh.
Steel.
Oh, Steel, yeah.
I like Steel, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Steel was funny.
He was a
funny.
He was a bitch though. All right. And we got Valkyrie, the sister from Down Under. She probably just came off of snowboarding or hiking or hunting lions. I don't know what you did. What did you do this past weekend? Like bungee jump, base jumping, climb the Himalayas. Like what is it now? Took up Thai boxing or something, MMA or like what?
I went for a whole lot of runs, picked up some power tools, and and played
power tools. What are we building?
Oh wow! Okay.
What are we building? I told you.
Not building anything. I'm just replacing my other set because the batteries died on it. So my friend got me a whole set of new ones.
Okay. Yeah. A woman of many talents. Next podcast, she'd be like, I just came in from a Shaolin monk retreat, We're like, what? Mastering her Shaolin kung fu. And I'm like what's, and while hang gliding and stuff like that. All right, good to. So how was your weekend? I don't know. Does Australia celebrate Easter? Is that a thing over there? Mm-hmm. Is it?
Yeah, we had a 4-day weekend, so Friday and the Monday off.
Okay. Oh, good. You did. All right. Well, just days off. Good. Nice. Any reason? Hey, I'm for any holiday that gives me a day off.
Yeah, exactly.
Any holiday that gives me a day off. I'll be like, whatever it is, I'm all about it. We need more days. We need more holidays. Just make them up. I'll take.
Wait a minute, Rob.
I'll take up any.
I thought you was retired.
I know. Technically, every day is a holiday for me right now. So technically, you're right. Every day, technically, every day is a holiday for me right now.
Hey, can I give 2 shout outs real quick?
Of course.
Man, shout out to all the first responders out there, fucking Southern California, especially my town just got hit with a bad fire recently, and they put that shit out quick. And shout out to the GOAT, Kirk Cousins' agent, because what the fuck?
He went to the Raiders, right?
Dog, what? How, Sway? How does he keep getting these big ass contracts?
I don't know, man. I don't know how Kirk Cousins be doing it.
That is crazy.
They're just rotating quarterbacks. They fell in one place and they get a big contract somewhere else. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't know. There's like a shortage of quarterbacks or something. I don't know what's going on.
Supposed to draft Mendoza.
Yeah, but they're projected to draft him. Yeah,
but they signed him to 5 years. I was like, what?
5 years?
Oh, okay. How much money's guaranteed over the 5?
20 the first 23 million or something like that. 23 million guaranteed.
Yeah, okay. It's still being paid out by his last team.
Damn, 23 million guaranteed. Shit.
Damn.
To ride the bench.
Damn it.
If he rides the bench.
There as a mentor. If they draft that rookie, he may be in a mentor position. But yeah, that is a lot of chicken wings right there.
That's a lot of money for being a mentor.
Bro's 30. He'll be 38 when the season starts.
Wow.
5 years.
Well, that's work. That ain't as bad as Joe Flacco for the Bengals.
That's your team, like, the Raiders. Is the Raiders your team?
Oh yeah, that was pretty bad, dude.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was funny.
He played against Aaron Rodgers. They called it Unk Bowl or something like that. I'm a Bengals fan. I'm like, well, okay, he can just stand there. He can't really move very well.
Will, Raiders is your team?
Me?
That's your team? Yeah. The Raiders? Oh no, Cowboys. I forget. Cowboys your team.
Oh yeah,
man.
you like the Cowboys.
Listen, Raiders would have been a better option, but anyway, I try to give you a second chance. But I'm just saying. I mean, like, who admits they're a Cowboys fan? Like, golly.
Who admits they're a Raider fan?
That is wild.
Greatness of the Raiders. Yeah, the greatness of the Raiders.
All they popping off is the John Madden movie for the Raiders.
Well, at least they got Vegas. At least they got that. If you're gonna lose in Vegas. Don't lose in Dallas. Who the hell wants to lose in Dallas? At least Vegas,
Well, Vegas, everybody loses in Vegas.
Yeah, everybody loses. House always wins. House always wins.
Right. I haven't lost that bad. I normally win, but golly, I've seen some people lose their ass when I was there.
Get it ready.
Get it ready. I'm like, bro, look, they have these giant
Why
hotels
ass
out
this
here,
guy, boy?
Well, that's what he was saying. I lost my ass out there on playing Hold'em. Like, yeah, there you go.
All right. We're gonna kick it over to the viewer activity. Then we're gonna hit it up on the topics for first. But first, holiday style. Thank you for the $10 super chat. And he says, I have some EA PS5 game code that I would like to give away in the chat if that's okay with the crew. Got them from EA Playtest. 2 copies each of Battlefield 6 and Split Fiction. I'll do a count on. Absolutely. Absolutely. Wow. In fact, I would say thank you so much for looking out on the community.
Yeah.
Holiday style, you got to control. You should be a mod.
Yeah, in order for him to, not unless he emails you, Porter Rock.
Let me see. No, but let me make sure. Let me see. Nope, I'm gonna add him as a moderator. There you go.
So
so he's a mod now. So now you should have no problem posting codes, whatever. But absolutely holiday style. And if you want to give us a heads up, so we could give the chat a warning to get ready. We'll have Craig let everybody know to get it ready. But that is awesome.
Yeah,
that is awesome.
Yeah, appreciate that. Appreciate
that. All right, so chat, you hear that? 2 codes. You know what I'm saying? For EA games.
Get it ready. Yeah, get it ready.
Both codes are Madden. Play. I don't fucking this. But that's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah. Oh, he said Battlefield? Yeah. He lied. He's giving you Madden. College football. Yeah. So all you Europeans enjoy it. The real football. You get to play some real football.
Speaking of sports games, I think NBA 2K26 is like on sale for like $18 on PSN.
Really? Oh, wow. Already?
It is.
Yeah.
What happened?
There's just a sale right now. Like on
because the NBA season is about to be over. It's almost about to be over.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting that game comes out in September.
Yeah.
But then watch next month it goes on PS Plus monthly. That's what they do.
For real.
Because that's how they caught me. I did that maybe 3 years ago. It was like $15, and I was like, "Oh hell yeah!" I bought it, and then the monthly announced game was 2K. I was like,
"Yep." Using around the summertime too.
Yeah.
So they're trying to get their last bit before it goes on the monthly.
Yep. 2K goes on sale fairly quick too. Like I think,
but they sell so much so fast. Yeah, but they sell so much so fast up front.
So much
up front, man. They make all their sales like within the first 2-3 months. That's what the majority.
I think I bought the $100 version for like $30 in October when it released in September. Like,
it's
they go on sale quick.
I spent $80 for mine.
Yeah. Well, the real money for them. The real money for them is.
I'm not partnering with 2K.
You ding.
Imagine if Sean got GTA 6 for free. I'll be like, what?
Wow.
That would be
that'll make a lot of people. That'll make a lot of people mad.
You would get a lot of hate mail, bro.
They'll
be coming after you.
You'd have so many haters, bro.
They'll be like, yo, this guy, he gets platinums off of bullshit games, and you give him GTA 6. Yo, the hate, boy. I'll be like, yo, I ain't having a podcast for a while, because they would just the hate train would just come. I'll be only doing Friday Night Lives. I'll be like, Sean ain't here. Take that ish to his channel. Like, I didn't get it for free. I had to pay too. Why are you mad at me for? Yo, boy, I can only imagine the hate you would get. Yo.
But shout out to Sean though. Shout out to Sean though, because he's chose violence on Twitter over the last couple of weeks.
What's he been doing? What's he been doing? Oh, the Xbox? The Xbox.
Wow.
I've been seeing that every time Xbox make a post, you're dead. I'm like, yo, like Sean, like, whoa. Like, yo, he's like, Xbox is dead. That's why. I'm like, yo, he's out there being ruthless. I'm like, all right.
Oh yeah, sometimes I'm a savage. I'm a savage sometimes.
Oh man.
And real quick, for anybody who has a Cash App available in their country, they're doing 50% off.
The payment thing.
It's still on? I did it work.
Yeah.
I used it for Sorrows.
$40.
$40. I got the $80 version for $40.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Oh,
yeah.
damn.
So that Cash App thing did work.
That Cash App thing worked.
Yeah.
I didn't even know you could use the Cash App on your PlayStation. I was like, what?
I didn't know that either.
Yo, it's fairly new.
That's probably why they did it. That's probably why Cash App did it. Like, yo, nobody knows you could pay for PlayStation games using Cash App.
Mm-hmm. I don't got that.
They got a lot of people.
We gonna use that this week.
Oh, you said?
I don't got.
You don't got Cash App?
I got Cash App.
You got Zelle?
I got Cash App.
Anything? You don't use any of that stuff? I got Apple Pay too.
Should I send somebody $80 to get me that?
I got Apple Pay.
It's funny because I tried telling so many people at work about it. I was like, hey, man, you got Cash App? And everybody was like, no, motherfucker, I ain't trying to ask you for money. I'm trying to help you save money.
Because that's how it usually starts. You got Cash App? I ain't got no money, bro. No, I ain't got no money. I don't need no money. It's for this. It's true. That's why a lot of people don't want Cash App, because the people who use it always borrow money.
You ain't never lying.
You ain't lying.
That's the reason why I have Cash App, is to send money to my daughter. It wasn't for me. All right. Here we go. We got Gordo P23. Shout out to you. Thank you for the super chat. Says, are you guys gonna hit the like button, or are we gonna have a problem? Hey, Gordo's like, if the amount of people viewing don't match them likes, Gordo's gonna be like, we have a problem here. The math ain't mathing. The math don't math. Appreciate it, Gordo. Thank you so much. Glitzer says the thumbnail is hilarious. Portal Rabbit 77. Of course, shout out to SPR.
That's
of course.
I never saw it.
It's the thumbnail.
You see thumbnail?
Hold on, I did see that one. That's the same one from last week.
Yeah, from the last week. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, all right. I thought he had another one up.
No. Portal Rabbit. All right, appreciate it. And then we got Silver Wolf, member for 7 months. Says, I'm Henry, 2426 divided by 24 is 101 days, 3 months, and 2 weeks.
That's the amount of time I have on Division 2.
That's pretty much how much time you had Division 2. All right.
That's exactly that. I looked up the hours. I had 2,400 plus hours on it, and then that's divided by it's 100 days, right? So
God,
it's like a third of a year.
Gosh, when that game grabbed you, man, it grabbed you.
Yo, it got you. Man, that must have been really fun. All right. Okay. All right. Okay, so we're gonna hit the first topic, right? Now, the first topic is, for those who bought Starfield, happy Starfield launch day. I was seeing that on Twitter. I started laughing. I'm like, really? Starfield launch day? Like, what are we doing here? Anyway, all right. But of course, I have to look at things from a different perspective. And I made a joke, right? Because one of the review sites gave DualShockers. They gave Starfield a 60 on the PlayStation 5, but when it first came out, they gave it a 90 on the Xbox. So, of course, I use opportunity when I see it for humor. I said, when a game launches via Xbox standards versus a game launching using PlayStation standards. So what you Xbox guys consider as a 90, we consider that a 60. We just have higher standards. We expect more from our games. That's it. So that's the joke. But within the joke, there is a little conversation I do want to have. And this is a conversation I want to have, because right now, Metacritic, even though there's not a lot of reviews yet, but right now as it stands,
They had an 80.
It has what?
yeah,
Like
let
11?
me see. On Xbox, based on 90 reviews, has an 83. PS5 with 13 reviews has an 80. So it's lower on PS5 than it is on Xbox, right? And normally, when a game launches at the same time, not much of a big deal. 3 points off, 4 points off, not truly a big deal. But the reason why I see this as a little bit more significant is because the PlayStation review is based off all the fixes and all the updates and all that stuff, right? So I'm gonna go around the room. I'll kick it. I'll start out with Craig, but overall, what follow my train of thought. How does a game that's been quote unquote fixed, all issues addressed, more content, all this stuff, but somehow scoring lower than when it was first came out, and apparently it was broken with issues? Like, how is that possible? How does a game like when did it come out? When did Starfield come out? 2023? Like 2023, something like that? Yeah. So how does it go? Something like that? How does a game 2 something years later, 3 years later, whatever, with massive updates, quality of life improvements, DLC, all these things, and yet it's scoring lower and people aren't impressed as compared to when it first came out? So I'll start with you, Craig. How does that happen? Like did people, because I have my assumptions. I think maybe it's because people kind of overrated the game when it first came out because Xbox needed something. But now, but now that we gone past all that, people are calling the game out for what it really is, even with all the fixes. I don't know. What are your thoughts, Craig?
I just think it's different strokes for different folks. It's not that big a deal. The processes in Starfield, if you like the processes of it, then you may enjoy it. So if you like factions, not the Fallout, I think it's Fallout 2 to introduce different factions to do different missions for them. It is stuff on there like that, and so if you don't like stuff like that and fabricating things and building things and going out and collecting things, it's okay not to like that. I do agree that there were people out there who put the game up to a point where it was never going to reach that point. But yeah, I just it's just people's opinions. I'm playing it again. I'm enjoying it. Again, I'm playing it.
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I'm playing it different though. I'm playing it a little more aggressive this time, and it does. As a PlayStation mode on there or a PSSR mode on there. That's actually not bad. It's had quality of life improvements. It's the time in between screens is like if you play Assassin's Creed Shadows, it's roughly the same amount of time, give or take, going from one scene transitioning to another scene. So if you don't mind it on Assassin's Creed Shadows, you won't mind it on Starfield. But again, if you like Elite, it's got stuff from like Elite Dangerous and stuff from Star Citizen and No Man's Sky. It's got stuff like that. If you don't like that type of stuff, you're not going to like the game. It's not a bad game, but I do agree with you that I think the best way to put it is it's like somebody getting a top pick in the NFL, and a guy comes in and he's okay. He's not great. He's not horrible. He just kind of plays okay. He underperforms where you picked him at, but he's not bad. So
Kirk Cousins, if you will.
Possibly Kirk Cousins. I remember he got drafted. I remember the day he got drafted. But overall, yeah, it's unfortunate. It's like people are to me, they're overhyping the Wolverine game. They're overhyping it. There's no doubt it's going to be good.
No. It absolutely deserves the hype. Absolutely.
That's fine. But if it comes out and it's good and it's not it's not blowing people off.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
Yeah, it's unfair to the IP. Just give the IP time to breathe. Is Starfield? Did they put other processes into cruising? That is good when you're trying to get things kind of set up for an encounter in the ship. But I get it. I mean, if it's not your type of hype, it's okay not to like it. I mean, I don't know what else to say about this stuff anymore. But yeah, I agree with you, Porter Rock. That's the best way to put it. Is it? There were people, not all. There were a lot of people that put it up way too high. And I think that was done so that people would say Xbox has something relevant for you, in order for you to play this, you got to have an Xbox or a PC. So I think they just put it way high up on the pedestal. They didn't let the game come out and breathe. And it's not bad, but you got to understand it's not a great game, but it's okay. Now, if you like the processes in it, if you like Skyrim, you like the Oblivion, the other games that they make that are similar, yeah, you will probably enjoy this. You're gonna fall in love with it. Maybe not, but it's not a bad game. So
okay, all right.
And it's only $49. It's only, so it's not like you're paying full, a whole bunch for it. So they cut you a deal. They gave you, you get some DLC if you like it. They got the DLC there. So it's not a bad game, but I agree it's not, it's not, the 90 Reds that swept the Oakland A's in the World Series. Not that good, but it's not bad. It's not bad. So
okay, all right. Will, what are your thoughts? Like seeing lower scores despite supposed improvements over time.
Yeah, that's crazy too. Because when it launched, it was 30 frames per second. Like, well, what?
It was a creative decision. Remember that.
It was too big.
It was a creative decision. It was a creative decision. Yeah. It was director vision.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's I don't know. That's wild. To be honest, I don't have much to really say on that. It's like you guys really hyped the shit out of that game when it first came out. I think 83 is a little generous. 80 now, yeah, that sounds about right.
Even with all the improvements and all that stuff. I mean, I know you didn't play probably. I just found because I just saw a list of improvements and everything. I'm like, okay, they did a lot of stuff, and then the views come out. I'm like, the views are worse than the original. I'm like, yo, what the hell is going on here? I'm like, well, that just caught me off guard. I'm like, holy shit. Like some people giving it, especially the dual shockers. How you go from 90 to 60? Like, this is our thing, and I have to call out dual shockers.
Yeah.
If they, and I'm gonna say this, and I think I know, and I think Brain, I'm gonna pass it over to you, Brain, but I think we're both thinking about it. If dual shockers are judging this game on what they expect to see improvement on, they fucked up. Because sure, they played it for the Xbox Series X, PC, and they rated it 90 whatever. But come to the PlayStation, if they play the game and they rated it based on, well, you know what, not enough was done compared to the first, so we're going to give it a 60, that's wrong. Because they should be reviewing it from the perspective of people who never played the game on the PlayStation platform. That's the perspective they should use. I have a feeling they reviewed it based on their expectation of improvement for the game, rather than, all right, if a PlayStation gamer plays this game for the first time, how are they going to view this game? Because it doesn't make sense that they gave the game a 90, then 3 years later with all these improvements, they're going to come out, oh, this is a 60. What the fuck happened? How did the game get worse with improvements? And I have a feeling that's what they did. I think that's what they did. They judged the game on what they expected off of 3 years of improvement to the game when they shouldn't have done that. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like going back to the game and re-reviewing it. It's pretty much what they did. But that throws off the new audience for the game. Somebody, I don't know who the hell would actually listen to DualShockers, but if there's someone is, that's going to throw them off. Because they're going to think the game is really bad. When in reality, DualShockers gave it a 90 when they originally played it. So how, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, I don't know, maybe the same train of thoughts. Why you thought like it should be the opposite? They should have given it a 60 when it first launched and give it a 90 now. That would make more sense.
It didn't have like any international. It didn't have like any seamless travel in the space areas. It was at 30 frames.
You couldn't land on planets.
It didn't even have maps. Like what the fuck? And then like it had none of the DLC. It didn't have the Creations Club. Like how the
opposite would have made sense. The opposite would have made sense. Get the original review of 60, and then when you play it now, oh, this is a 90 now because of. But anyway, Brain, what are your thoughts?
Before I go in a bit, is DualShockers? Is it like a pro PlayStation?
It sounds like it. It sounds like it. I never really read their stuff, but given the name DualShockers, I would assume they have a little. That's what I'm saying. Like the DualShock, I would assume they're more PlayStation centric. Maybe I never really cared for their stuff, so I don't really. I cannot confirm or deny the statement.
Okay. All right. So
I'm a lawyer.
Xbox era.
I plead the fifth.
Right.
Fifth.
So the reason why I asked that question, because I haven't played the game myself either, but I don't even want to get into the thing about the game itself because I haven't played it. However, I do want to get into that review because to me that's really schizophrenic, and it also calls into question. It really is, and it also really calls into question the integrity of gaming journalism, which hey, we all talked about it ad nauseum. I don't really want to go into it, but you're absolutely right. That makes zero sense for one publication, the same publication, to give it a 90 to a 60. It's like it's literally a what the fuck, what the fuck is this? Like that doesn't make any sense. Like who did the person that originally gave this review, like did they get fired or was they paid off? Like which one is it? Because to me it totally doesn't make any sense how it goes from one thing, how it goes from a 90 to a 60. Like that's literally a night and day difference. I mean
that is a huge difference.
When I say schizophrenic, I really mean that because there's other way, there's other synonyms that I can think of, but that to me that's really
bipolar.
A good way. Yeah, bipolar. Neurotic. It describes it well. So that's number one. Secondly, as far as it being dual shockers, what? It's a rhetorical question, but what does that publication? What did it have to gain to give that particular game a 90 when it originally came out on the Xbox, but when it's coming out on the PlayStation, it gets a 60. Now, mind you, this is my first time ever seeing a game that is in every shape, way, and form is better than the original. It got all the DLC, it got the fixes, it's better, either graphically or resolution with the PSSR on the PlayStation 5 Pro, but it's worse. Like I never saw a game. You might as well just call it the Game of the Year version. I never heard of a Game of the Year version being worse than the original. Like to me, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Again, you know what? Fuck these game reviewers because there's I really know how.
Except for me.
Well, except for you, no. I already talked about you already. You are very reminiscent of a game reviewer from the 90s, and I really miss that because I think that reviewers from the 90s had a lot more integrity than what reviewers today have, and it's really reminiscent of how radio back in the 90s was accused of payola. To me, that's what it seems as though game reviewers are doing something similar. I'm not too sure if it's called payola now. But to me, that's what it seems like. Or
payola. Well, that's a term from the 80s.
Oh, it's definitely payola. It's definitely payola.
But before we goes, let me say this about Starfield. There is a mod on there. They call it Creation Club, Bethesda, and they have a planet on there called We Hear You. And there ain't nothing but bullshit on that planet. So it's a mod, though. You have to download the Creation Center.
He said, "Planet We Hear You," and there's no bullshit.
It's called Planet We Hear You. This is bullshit when you scan it. But again, you have to download the mod. So download that mod. So.
And then on top of that, and another thing I don't like looking at some of these review scores or relative reviews, not so much the scores themselves, but from reviewers, half of these magazines, I don't even know who they are. Like forget about the foreign publications as far as like PlayStation Brazil or anything in Europe or IGN Europe or anything like that. Even though I didn't see anything from IGN, but I know who The Verge is. But to me, I mean not The Verge. I know who Vice is, but who the fuck is Outer Haven? I mean, who the fuck is Vandal? Like do they specialize in gaming reviews? Like I would never go to Bloomberg or fucking the Wall Street Journal or what's the other one? Another respectable I'm gonna say Bloomberg and Wall Street Journal to get a review for a game, and for a game, just as much as I wouldn't go to GameSpot or IGN to get fucking stock advice. Like to me, all of these. All of these publications is like, yo, man, stay in your lane. Do what you are really good at. If you do, if you give stocks, stick with that. Don't tell me, or if you do movies, stick with that. But don't, but don't have a game. And I'm going all over the place right now. But don't have but don't do something as far as something that you're not specializing in, I mean, just because Checkers sells chicken doesn't mean I should necessarily eat chicken from fucking Checkers. I mean, like like
Checkers.
Yeah, it's like you can do it. Like or Carl's Jr. If Carl Jr.'s and Hardee's is known for hamburgers, you know, I don't want to get Chinese food from there. Like just because you can do it doesn't mean that you should do it.
I understand that.
I agree.
You know, but going back to going back to DualShockers, especially if that's a PlayStation centric magazine, it makes absolutely no sense how it can give something a 90, you know, a bad version 3 years ago, and then the definitive version comes out 3 years later, and it gets a total, it just gets a shit score. I mean, in no shape, way, and form. I understand when you rate things from 0 to 10, 5 is quote unquote supposed to be average, but fuck that. I always understood it to be, hey, anything lower than a 7, and even a 7 is questionable, but 7 is either you love it or you hate it, or there's some fundamental issues there that keeps it from being great. But anything
or preference.
Or preference. But anything lower than a 7 was always bullshit. And for me to see a game to get a good score from the same publication, and then later on it gets a bad score, to me it just reeks of, it stinks. I don't know what it is, but as I said, this it's schizophrenic, and it reeks of payola.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm still tripping that word.
I'm checking it out right now. It sounds like they had 2 different reviewers, honestly.
Probably.
That's a stark contrast, though.
That wouldn't shock.
Yeah.
Now, isn't there like an editor or something? Like, well, I don't know, because that's like a huge difference. Like 190 is saying that it's an amazing experience, and 60 is pretty much saying it's dog shit.
Yeah.
Like, literally. It's like a coin toss at this point. Like, you know, at this point, it's like Harvey Two-Face in this motherfucker.
Oh man.
Like, yo, you know, let me hit up Henry. What are your thoughts about this? That huge contrast to that game.
Yeah, I mean, a couple of things. It's very possible that the you know, the reviews initially were swayed and coerced to be favorable toward the game a certain way, right? So I don't want to make any allegations, but you know, like there's a lot of money being thrown around, right? So I'm more inclined to think that maybe DualShockers, if they're PlayStation game players, then they probably are not into this kind of style game as much. They're probably like us, who are used to looking at really, really great fidelities and visuals from the standpoint of a console, and then where I think Starfield does feel more like a early to mid generation of a PS4 game. It's also a little grindy to have a review, have it be reviewed such a short time. So maybe So I just want to look at both sides of it. But for me, Starfield is a game that probably requires a lot of dedication. But if you don't like it from the get go, then you're not going to put that many hours into it. Visually speaking, I don't think it's that appealing to me. So
just put a DLSS 5 on it.
There you go.
Sure.
Man.
Oh man.
I'm sure that girl looks like Megan Fox or something. I don't know.
Might do that.
All right. Okay. Sean, what are your thoughts?
I would love to hear Sean as a reviewer himself.
Oh yeah.
Burn it down.
Know what I'm gonna say. Look, at 60 frames, no lag, don't have the same views as what I'm about to say, because I'm
man, he's doing the disclaimer for us. He says the opinions and conversation by Shaw King does not reflect 60 frames, no lag, or Porter Rock 77. But it might reflect your will, though. So we'll see.
So I will start off with saying,
all right, what's up?
Burn down to the ground.
Oh man. What are they gonna do with the 52? Sean, about the 52 T flops? I mean, or 52 CUs? What are we gonna do about that? You gonna burn it to the ground? You ain't find them.
All right, but all jokes aside, but I will have to say, as far as the reviewers, I think it's a reviewer bias. That's why I'm thinking it's a review bias, because if they're giving a higher review for the Xbox version and you're getting the definitive edition of the game on PlayStation and it's supposed to be a refined version of that game, how the heck you give it a 60? So either they was paid or they was sponsored by that company under the table, because usually you can get emails like that. I mean, it's crazy how the industry works in the gaming industry. So I'm gonna have to say it has to be reviewer bias. So I just feel like it don't make sense. It don't add up to me. And I don't like the direction they're going. I think it sucks, because it makes people like me look bad, because if you're going to be authentic with your review, at least put like 10 hours, 100 hours, stuff like that. But if you probably just did it probably within an hour and you be like, hey, this bad 60, like it doesn't give no type of, it don't hold no weight. It don't hold no type of weight as far as reviewing the game. At least play it a little bit more to experience it, so you'll be able to know what's going on with the game. But yeah, I think it's a bias.
Okay. All right. Good point. Okay.
Hey.
But I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna give it a fair shot. That's what I say. Bethesda games are, they're different, because I played a lot of Bethesda games. Like I played the Fallout games. I played the I think it was Skyrim. I played Skyrim. And like I said, they were decent games, but they're games that does take time for you to play, because you're not going to be able to play that overnight. It takes like hours. You got to put a lot of hours in those type of games. And
there's different processes in it. If you don't have that acquired taste, I agree.
And you don't have that acquired taste to play those games, it's not going to be for you. So it might not be for the person that actually reviewed it. But like Craig said, there is mods where you can install, because they do it on Skyrim. They do it on Skyrim. We can install mods on there. You have to make like an account where you can install them.
Yeah, but there's a .net or something like that. Yep.
Yeah, because they do it on Skyrim. So I'm very familiar with it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I mean, again, if you don't like the processes, if you don't like No Man's Sky or Elite Dangerous and Fallout, you're not going to like you're not going to like Starfield. It doesn't matter what they do. But just shout out to Sean for just giving it a fair shot. And you may not like it. It's okay not to like it. It's okay not to like it. So
you know what, Valerie, if you don't mind me saying something in a little bit more, because I certainly don't want to cut you off.
Oh, she's about to say something. Oh, my fault.
No. Keep going. No. Keep going. I'm listening. I'll have my 2 cents when you guys are done. Oh, you're not interrupting. I'm doing research. Keep going.
Thank you.
Fair enough.
She's on a Teams meeting right now, so keep going.
So the thing I gotta add to that is this: I can understand if to Sean's point, and this is in no way to disagree with him at all, but I can understand, to Sean's point, if Bethesda, if they were new and we haven't been playing their type of video games, for more than 2 decades now. To me, I will understand, but I am certain, without even knowing who did it or why they did it and what their motives were, that they played other Bethesda games. And to say that, hey, as a game reviewer, and again, you're supposed to be objective. If you're, let's just say for shits and giggles that this game reviewer doesn't like Bethesda type of games, then to me there's already a problem with objectivity already, because they are biased towards Bethesda games, but we have no way of proving that. So I say over that to say that, again, I'm gonna go back to my original point of saying, Sean, he said it in so many words, and I'm gonna say that Henry said it in so many words too, that there's some sort of bias here, regardless if they were paid off or if they were sponsored, allegedly. Now they're, that's
allegedly,
yeah, allegedly, yeah. Y'all saying allegedly, me, I don't give a fuck. Because I'm a private person, and this and shit like this really makes me mad, and it really goes back to, like, it just confirms my dissatisfaction with gaming reviews, that and this isn't anything new. Or I could see if this was something similar to like what's a good example from back in the day? Mortal Kombat 2. It was something like Mortal Kombat 2 on the Super Nintendo versus the Sega Genesis.
Oh yeah.
Just because it's the same game, but they got totally different scores, and it was understood because the Super Nintendo version, even though it was developed by two different developers or published by two different developers, Probe versus
It just has sweat instead of blood. That's
No, not the original Mortal Kombat. I'm talking about Mortal Kombat 2 specifically.
Mortal Kombat 2,
yeah. The Super Nintendo version was leagues ahead, better than the Sega Genesis version, and the scores reflected that. And to me, I was like, all right, that makes sense because after playing both of them, I understood that. But as the consoles got more, even though very different consoles, but the hardware and the ports are more similar and similar. I'm not going to say that they are identical, but they are similar. You couldn't really have that type of those type of scores for the same type of game wasn't the way that they were back in the 90s. So again, to me, it makes absolute no sense whatsoever why this particular how the same publisher gave it a bad score. And it would have been funny that how the same publisher gave it a good score 3 years ago versus today or currently. It'd have been funny if it was like DualShock is like, all right, it got a 60 3 years ago and it get a 60 now. I was like, all right, well, that's kind of funny because at least it's consistent. I appreciate and respect consistency, but this, again, as I said, it's really it's inconsistent and it's schizophrenic. And that's it for me because I don't want to ramble on.
No, you speak your truth, man. Speak your truth.
I know.
It's bullshit.
Get it out. Get it out of your chest, buddy.
Get off your chest, man.
Say it with your whole chest.
Say it with bullshit.
All right.
Valkyrie. Hello. What are your thoughts?
I'm going to say I agree with Brain.
Conundrum.
Well, I'm reading the reviews of DualShockers from this year versus the Xbox, and I'm also reading a couple of other reviews for the current PlayStation ones where they gave it really low scores. And Brain, you're right, they're biased reviews. I'm reading through the content. The first one, DualShockers, this time round, they're comparing it and expecting that the port is going to be an improvement. It's a port. It was on Xbox. Now it's on PlayStation. It's that. It wasn't a port and we're making it better. It was never going to be that. But they're complaining. It's also in both the two reviews that I read the details of, whoever it is doesn't enjoy this type of gameplay. Yes, the startup is slow. It's not engaging. It doesn't grab you, blah, blah, blah. But I could say the same thing. I'm playing Final Fantasy Retrograde on the Nintendo Switch too. Do you know how often I'm sitting there and I'm skipping and scrolling through the storyline? Not because it's not a good game, but to me, I'm just like, well, I don't care. But I'm not going to say it's a terrible game or the graphics or anything like that. That is my choice. If that makes sense. So from the reviews that I'm reading, that is what I'm getting. The ones that have the low, below the 60 and things like that. It's not a true review. And it's not calling it out. You can call it out and say, yes, as a reviewer, my game style is this. I don't like this. I'm not interested in constructing things or going through and exploring a universe. But to say that there's too much space and it's boring and the characters are generic and not improved from before, well, I don't even have words anymore for it. But yeah.
Thank you, Val.
Good point. Good follow.
See, I'm not the crazy one.
I knew it was something fishy, but I bet you before they could have potentially done that nonsense. I hate when they do that, where they're not just reviewing for what it is. They're expecting an improvement, and then they're reviewing it on lack of improvement or not enough improvement. But I'm like, that's not how you review the game because you're giving it to a different audience. So if you were fine or somebody in your staff was fine giving it a 90 and they approved it, like, yep, at least a 90. But now somebody comes back, oh yeah, it's a 60. I don't know if I was a senior editor, I'd be like, whoa, hold up. I know you're a different person, but we can't go from 90 to 60. Like, what are we doing here? Like that's a completely different metric now. Like, how do you go from 90 to 60?
And we went from 30 frames to 60 frames. So how you gonna rate a 30 game on Xbox to a 60 frame game that's on PlayStation. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you got the best version, you giving it a 60?
It's because the PlayStation ruined. It's because PlayStation ruined the creative decision.
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
You got the DLSS 5 treatment, dog. You were supposed to keep the creator's vision at 30 frames. PSSR ruined
it. Does it also load faster?
Beta testers, man.
Probably does load faster
because of the SSD.
But that long loading is what gave the game charm. It took away the charm. Going from the first floor to the second floor, loading was a special charm to the game, and you took it away.
Oh my god!
It's kind of like the old Resident Evil. When you go through the room, you go through that black screen, and the door opens, and then it goes through. That's that Resident Evil charm that's been taken away from us due to technology. That's just the charm of the game that you need to bring back.
Oh my god!
See, you know that gaming reviews, except for, and I want to be really clear here, except from those reviewers that have integrity, is in the crapshoot. Because anytime I can see an early access game get a 9 or a 10. I'm exaggerating with the 10, but they get a good score of a 9 or overwhelmingly positive or a recommendation. That's when it's like, you know what, I don't even know what to even not so much believe, but it's like, I got to take things in with a grain of salt because of it's early access. How the hell did you get it? How the hell does an early access game it's incomplete? Like I can't. It's fucking incomplete. The best incomplete game. The best an incomplete game can get is a 5. Like I never went in and took half the fucking test and got a passing grade ever. I never. It would be totally unacceptable. It would be totally unacceptable if my employer decided to give me half my paycheck and expect me to be happy with it. Like that may be a bad analogy, but it just doesn't make any sense that. To everybody's point, you have a definitive version of a game, and it gets a bad score compared to the original version. Like I never saw this. And to your point, Puerto Rican, and you're absolutely right. I want to say that if I can't recall a specific time, but anytime back in the day in the 90s and 2000s, and I'm not too sure about the 2010s, but back in the 90s and 2000s, if a particular game received a really bad score, you did see an editor's the editor's note because it was controversial.
Yep.
You know what? They don't do that no more.
No,
you are absolutely right. I remember now that you brought it up. All reviewers, when something was very controversial, an editor will put like an official statement or something, or they will get like another person to also review the game. Like if it was that bad.
Yeah.
And they also EGM usually have 4 reviewers or 5.
Yeah,
right?
they have 4. Yep, I remember that. I should say and each game reviewer would specialize in a particular type of game. I mean, in a particular type of genre. I forget the guy's name, but he was like, but his character thing was like a ninja. Oh, he specializes in. Yeah, he specializes in stealth games. Like so, Metal Gear Solid. I can take his. I can take that particular person's opinion on a game like Tenchu or Metal Gear Solid versus Mario Kart because he doesn't. That's not his. That's just not his area of expertise.
Henry, you reminded me, and I'll be honest. I really miss that era. Like the EGM and the Game Pros reviews was actually 2 to 4 people, and they would discuss like when you read the articles, they would talk about the differences in what they saw from each game. So you had like like the magazine would put 2 to 4 perspectives on the game. Like some people, they would use like a 10-point system. Somebody would say 7.5, another person 8.5, whatever. But at least the group collectively gave their thoughts and their perspective, and I think that was a much better, well-rounded way. It's true. Like When you read those magazines, you got a better perspective on video games because you have multiple people talking about the same game, and it was almost like a discussion with each other on what they saw, whatever. Yeah, you definitely don't see that no more. Hell, probably reviews don't even play the game. You can't even be sure.
Well, fun fact: Sushi X doesn't exist. Like usually, it's one of the dudes at EGM that actually subbed in and write something like that.
Yeah.
We also had a Japanese correspondent. Listen to this. His name was Terry Aki. Terry Aki.
That's racist. Like that's racist.
That's terrible.
Oh, teriyaki.
You know, like it's very tough today because we don't pay for video game journalism, and journalism has no money, right? So we complain about them not being good, but we also there's no money in journalism anymore.
Yeah, they don't give a shit.
It's tough for like, when you read something from like a tech blog or Kotaku, they're usually written by people who are like really really passionate about video games, but they might not be like good journalists. So you gotta appreciate and then take care of guys like Jason Schreier. Seriously, he's still in this. So
the review outlet could have gave it a fucking glowing review too when it first came out, just so they can still keep their early access. It's kind of weird that a PlayStation outlet got a Xbox game code at the time because it was only on Xbox. You know what I mean? And if you see the 90 reviews it got on Xbox out of the 10, 13 that it has on PlayStation. Like, huh? Like, oh, well, these guys gave us a 90. Maybe they'll give us another 90. And it also could have came down to they just assigned it to a different reviewer at the time. Because I think the PS5 DualShockers is by Scott Byard, and the Xbox one, it's actually deleted, so you don't know, actually. So
he probably tried to save face.
That teriyaki name.
That's terrible.
I don't like. The only pun I like was big pun. I don't like puns generally, but that was funny.
That was fun. It was fun.
So the only pun I like was big pun. That's it.
I think you can find like a little documentary video on YouTube about EGM, right? And then you'll show you like how they go around different electronic shows. They travel everywhere, and then they have this tripod and they mount those cameras and just to take somebody's screen so they could get a screenshot into the magazine. Right back in the day, and magazine has to be done 2 months ahead. So by the time like 2 months.
I remember like the E3 was like an August issue. Like E3 review, and it was released in August. Oh, I remember those days. Oh man, good times. But that's when it was pure, man. Like a lot of people miss, man. Game Pro, Electronics Gaming Monthly, Nintendo Power. Sega had their own magazines. Those that's when gaming and journalism was at its purest. Because this is just for the pure
Even
of the
PlayStation
industry.
had a magazine.
Yeah, the PlayStation magazines with the demo discs. That's boy, everybody wanted that, boy. Those demo discs were gold mines.
Demo disc.
That shit was a gold mine. But that's when everything was just pure, and then internet took over and people realized there's ways to monetize with grift and hate articles and rage bait articles and stuff like that. And, it's just gotten worse. Just absolutely worse.
I missed it. Yeah, EGM and Next Gen were the two magazines.
Next Gen, remember that one.
Yeah. And then there's Game Informer, and you could barely read it because the graphics is so like strong in the background, and text is barely over. I'm like, who the hell designed this shit, right? So, but then it was piggyback. It had the most funding because it was piggyback off GameStop. Right? So
right.
Yeah, but
Game Informer, yeah.
So. Man, I still remember that, man. It was good times, man.
Old times.
Look, I used to have to push that magazine when I worked at GameStop. I used to push the magazine.
You a GameStop employee?
This guy, I swear, we always find out crazy facts about this man.
This guy.
Yeah, I worked for GameStop for like 3-4 months.
My man sold no Xboxes. He's like, yeah, you don't want that. You want to get a PlayStation. Don't buy that bullshit. You were that dude. All the people complaining about there's this GameStop employee that won't sell Xboxes. Now we found them. It was Sean. What's up, Valkyrie?
Nothing. Just thinking about the day when EB Games used to have all the consoles in store. When when they came out, we had an Xbox, and you could just sit there and play, and it would be like a childcare center. It drove me mad when I worked there. Parents would dump their kids.
You worked in EB Games?
No.
You worked in EB Games? Oh man.
Oh snap.
Yeah, Sean just made me remember.
She tried to forget it. She forgot that part of her. That's not on her resume. That is definitely not on her resume anymore. Oh
like back
man.
in the day, it was like back in the day when my brother used to work at KB Toys.
The Virtual Boy. It was like on the counter, and you're like,
oh, I remember that. I remember. I saw a
like
Virtual
5
Boy.
minutes, and I'm like, okay, my neck hurts. So
I saw a Virtual Boy in a Blockbuster. They had it on display.
Yeah.
Right there for you to play. I'm like, this is the corniest shit I ever seen in my life. Like this looks so stupid. I'm like, man, there ain't nobody gonna buy this shit. I'm like, oh man,
Ain't nobody put that shit either.
God,
Yeah, it sounds
I
like
remember
back in the day when my brother used to work at KB Toys. That shit.
Oh yeah, KB Toys.
wow.
I remember that place. Oh man, OG days.
Shit, I remember I bought my PlayStation 2 at a Funko Land. Anybody heard of that?
Oh, I remember that place.
Yeah.
Yes.
I remember
Funko
that.
Land.
I remember that. Yeah, I went down
Yeah.
here.
Hold on, let me go to Google Maps because I had I drove I think like almost all 5 boroughs of New York, and at the time it was with it was a girl's date and she lived in the Bronx, and I was like in Brooklyn, couldn't find it. I'm like shit, I never pre-ordered it, and I was like fuck, I couldn't find it. I'm driving
Is her
around
name Cardi B?
Queens, right? Right? Imagine, right? Imagine, oh shit. Be like, yeah, my baby mama's Cardi B. They're like, what? They're like, bro, you don't want to know. But so I'm driving around, whatever. And then my ex calls me, and I'm like, yo, I can't find this sucker. Like, you found it in the Bronx? She's like, no. We could try Yonkers because Yonkers is just north of the Bronx. I'm like, fuck it. So I went to the Bronx, picked her up, and she told me about a Funko Land, like in the middle of the highway too. That's what was weird. It's like an expressway. And you're driving, and then you go like pretty much in a residential area. Not even a residential area. It was just long, lots of woods, and then there's like out of the blue a little shopping center, just like in the middle out of the blue, right? And then I'm like, all right, went in there, and they had 3. They had 3 PlayStation 2s, but you had to buy 3 games and 2 controllers. They wouldn't sell it.
Oh, they got you. They got you, bro.
Oh.
Yeah,
So I came out with a PlayStation 2, 3 games, and 2 controllers. Oh, and 2 memory cards. You had to buy 2 memory cards.
And them be
wow.
back then.
Those things work.
Man, that thing was like $600. I had to pay for all that shit, man. For real. Like I was like, wow, bro. I was like, yo, let me see. How far did I travel for that one?
Yeah.
Let me see.
I rode my bicycle to the Good Guys to pick up the Genesis, and then because it only came with 1 controller and Altered Beast, so I spent another controller was like what, another $15-$20. It was so cheap. So I asked the salesperson to tape the 2 boxes together, the controller to the console box, because I'm holding it in one hand and I'm biking it back home this way. It was like it takes some skills. I don't know if I could do that today.
You had mad skills to do that. You had mad skills, for real. I commend you on that one, for real.
But for the PlayStation is I pre-ordered it, so I was in line at EB Games for the September launch. It was 1995, September 9th. And then I picked up the console. I bought Ridge Racer, and then once you unlock all the cars with the shooting up all the bees in the opening Galaxy.
Oh yeah, the Galaga game.
I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, oh shit, I don't have a memory card, so I drove.
You had to leave it on. Don't turn that sucker off.
Well, it's okay because I had like a couple of friends and my brother. They were all taking turns at the game. Our thumbs were all like super.
Don't hit the reset button.
Yeah, memory card days. Oh my god, that was like the worst days ever.
Oh man.
God.
Oh man.
Yeah. God.
Ridge Racer is one game that completely loads into the RAM of the.
Yes.
Of the
Do you remember that?
So you could pop in your own CD and play music.
And play music. Yes.
It'll randomly pick a track. Yeah.
That is crazy.
That was something. Yeah, I remember. For SOCOM, I had to buy a memory card just for that game alone because of all the updates. That game alone, and I had to like name it SOCOM. So this is my SOCOM one. Yo, wow, interesting. Wow, how far we come. All right, let me go back to the viewer activity. Let me hit up the super chats. We're gonna kick it off with Glenzer. It says Helldivers 2 PS5 meta 82 and Xbox meta 85. But that makes more sense though.
Yeah,
Shout out to you, Glenzer. But that makes sense because by the time Xbox got it, they got more DLC. They got all the Vanguard war bonds. They got tons of stuff. They made the improvements, all the stuff that the community wanted fixed or updated patch. So Xbox got all the improvements. That makes sense. That makes sense. That absolutely makes sense. They ended up, they get all the stuff in one shot. So yeah, that actually makes sense. Now imagine somebody would have gave the game a 60.
Oh yeah.
On Xbox. The fuck? And the game got worse? From your 82? Right? We got Charles Hawk. What's going on, my brother? Thank you for the super chat. Says summer came early in San Diego. Come through. Grab some tacos and grab a drink from the cooler. Cheers to the panel. Yeah, I was told they're going through it. They were going through a heat wave in San Diego. They said it was hot as hell. I'm like, my wife was mad. She's like, I've been there for 5 fucking years. It was never that hot. I leave and now it's hot. Yo, because normally it doesn't get that. My wife loves like super hot weather. Like fucking like borderline you're in hell hot. Like holy shit. Yo, she loves. Yo, she thinks 82 degrees is like cool.
Really?
Like cool weather. Like you could wear a light jacket.
Really?
I'm like 82 degrees. New
Yorkers.
I'm butt naked, son. like, I'm like what? I'm walking around in a Speedo at 82 degrees. What are you talking about? 82 degrees? Like what? She puts like the heat in the house like when it's cold. She like raises it up to like she puts the car. Oh, I hate this. I can't stand it. Like when she drives, right? She drives the car, whatever. Then when I get in and I turn the car on, the temperature of the car is at 82.
Oh my God.
Like who does that? Like who puts their car at 82 degrees to heat it up? Like babe, you could put 75 degrees in the car. She's like, that's not hot. I'm like 75 degrees. Like it's 40 something degrees outside, and you're telling me 75 degrees is not hot? Do you know the difference in temperature? Like, what are we doing here? But yo, she's that. Yo, like it's crazy. She wears sweaters to the supermarket. She be freezing in the supermarket.
Wow.
Oh, it's hilarious.
Man,
all right. I love my wife.
Be
God bless her.
Is she going through menopause?
Well, to be honest, she's always been like that, but yeah.
Oh,
I ain't gonna lie either. Yo, Valkyrie's like, don't fucking do it.
Yeah, that's how they want
fucking do it. Valkyrie's like, you
That's
crossed
how you
the
die.
fucking...
Don't say things
She's
about
like,
that.
you crossed the fucking line. Like, don't you do it. She said, don't fucking do it. Don't you answer that question, Puerto Rock. Don't you answer that shit. All right. We got John Baptiste, man, with the, oh, shit. I need glasses. $20 super chat. Man, appreciate it, brother. John says this. Whoa. Starfield was garbage when it launched and is still garbage now. You want to play a real game? Just go play Cyberpunk at 60 FPS with ray tracing on the Pro. Bethesda is still making games with PS3 and 360 gameplay. I know some people complain about how Bethesda have, in terms of they never really progressed with their Fallout Elder Scrolls formula. And they said that Starfield just isn't a huge investment. They're still stuck on the old ways. I guess it still uses a creation engine.
Yeah,
that's an old ass engine, man.
Yeah. 2
sounds about right.
Yeah, that's an old ass engine though.
That is
not. At least they didn't use Unreal 5. I guess that's bonus point. I guess
that's like the biggest disappointment of this generation is Unreal 5.
Who you telling?
That's like the biggest disappointment, man.
That was like the most overhyped engine coming in.
What the hell went wrong, Henry? What went wrong? I'm gonna just blame Henry. I don't know why I'm gonna blame Henry. I have no idea why he would get blamed. He's an artist. He has nothing to do with that. But
So many
I don't know what
triangles.
went wrong with Unreal 5. Like, what went wrong? Like, it looked so good when they had the first review on the PS5 with that
Matrix,
girl
yeah.
character going through the canyons and all that, and then the Matrix demo.
Yeah.
So
That should look so good.
I'm gonna touch on that real quick. It just comes down to the developers. I don't think it's the developers that don't know how to develop for the Unreal because they've been on Unreal for so long. But I just think it's the publishers that are making them push these games out before they're ready. You know what I mean? Because like, what is it?
Has anyone gotten it right?
developed-
Has anyone gotten
How
Unreal
smart?
5
How
like?
smart? How smart?
Oh,
Wait,
what?
was
Returnal?
on UE?
Is that on 5 though, or is that on 4?
I think that might be on 4. I'm checking.
I think it's 4. I don't think they use 5.
I think like I don't think anyone's questioning Kojima and OD.
Let me ask
Unreal, you know
Google
what I mean?
Gemini.
Google knows.
Well, that's
Google
probably
Gemini.
why Kojima chose.
Yeah, it was Unreal 4. Unreal 4.
Yeah, Unreal 4. That's
But
why.
Saros is
Even
up for
Housemarque's like,
Unreal 5.
we're good.
Yeah.
But like I don't think.
But has anyone created, like from a technical standpoint, an Unreal 5 game that's like peak? Has anyone even attempted
like Unreal 5? It just comes down to the developers. Like I don't think anyone's questioning Kojima and OD being on Unreal 5. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but he hasn't released nothing yet.
True.
Now, if it takes
Not on
Kojima to get this shit right, like damn, bro. Not everyone's a Kojima. Not everyone could look at code. You know, like how many developers can look at code and be like, yeah, I could fix this. Like, you know, like how many developers have that talent? But they could look at, engines and be like, yeah, let me try something. And then be like, here you go.
Isn't that legit job? You're a developer. Legit, sorry.
I mean, I don't know. Like,
it probably comes down to the publishers making them push it out to hit their quota or their,
that crunch time ain't no joke.
I mean, could be. I mean, you could be a developer, but it's like a developer the same as or similar to actually creating an engine. Is that a thing, or is that what they learned too? How to create engines? I don't know. Like, you could be a mechanic that knows how to fix a car. That doesn't necessarily mean you know how to design one from scratch. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, true.
You know, you could fix an airplane. That doesn't mean you're gonna be able to design one to fly.
True.
You just know how to manipulate the
Kojima
thing that's
did
already
make
there.
this Fox engine, did he not?
You know why? You're right, because he has experienced it. Good point.
Yeah.
That's why Kojima developed engine. He's the one that created. He created the Fox engine, and Konami kept it. That motherfucker.
Yeah, he probably looked at the Unreal 5. Go, nah, I'm going with this amount. Nah, fuck this.
He saw they come up from this place. He's like, yeah, I'm good.
Shout out to John Baptiste. He put Concord was on UE.
He did develop the Fox engine. He created it.
It ran good. It was just a boring game.
And that was a good engine too.
Yeah, Fox engine was really good. Like,
yes,
I think that was one of the most optimized engines.
Yes, it was so good that shit ran flawlessly on the PS3.
PS3
like shit, that motherfucker. You know when your engine runs good on the PS3, you got something.
Yep.
You know what? You know. Yeah, Kojima, I'm telling you, he's yeah. So yeah, good point, good reminder. So yeah, that's probably
the only man I know that could look at the Decima engine like, no, you need to fix it. What?
You know, can you imagine that? Can you imagine that you built the Decima engine, right? You already have multiple games, and you're doing the guy a favor, and you be like, hey, here, use this, and he's like, okay, thanks. And then like 2-3 weeks later, he's like, hey guys, I'm gonna give you your engine back, and you're gonna be like, you're gonna give us our engine back? No, it's software. You keep it. No. I'm gonna give it to you back because I made improvements. So this is what you need to use from now on. And they get it back, and they're looking at all the improvements like, what? Like, how did he? They probably don't even understand why he did. They probably don't even know why he did. They just know it works. They're like, holy shit. Like, now we can make our pterodactyl fly in Horizon. They couldn't figure it out. They're like, man, we can't make our own, like, it's impossible to have air travel. We can't do it. 3 weeks later, hey, we can have air travel. We did it. After Kojima fixed it, they figured out how to add birds. Now Alloy can fly and ride a pterodactyl across the sky thanks to Kojima. They couldn't do it on their own.
Yo, was that a Dutch accent? Please tell me that wasn't a Dutch accent.
They did that. Is it? My bad. I tried to do an accent. My bad. I did not mean any accent.
Just say sustainable profits.
Sustainable profits. I mean, think about it. They did say that the reason why there was no air travel in Horizon on PS4 because it just couldn't do it. Whatever, they need the PS5. And then all of a sudden, bam, Kojima get his thing and be like, "Hey, yo,
Bam.
this is why you can't fly because you guys fucked up. This is what you need to do." Yo, that's crazy, bro. That is crazy, bro. But anyway,
Meanwhile, I can't crash the bike in Death Stranding. Or I can't fly off the bike. Nah, Death Stranding was Decima.
Death Stranding, Decima.
Yes, Decima. Yeah, he just doesn't want you to. You're not gonna ruin his artwork. You are not gonna ruin his artwork. He's like, he's not gonna see you two people doing stupid shit in his game. He will not let you.
He's like, I've seen the way Americans drive.
He's seen clips of Grand Theft Auto. He's like, you will not. No, not on my not on my watch. You are not gonna make my game look ridiculous like Grand Theft Auto. You will respect my art form. Oh man. And then
Extreme's on.
all right. Extreme is here. Oh yeah. Before we move on to the topic, hey.
Yeah.
All right, I want your opinion on this. This is going to be great.
Okay.
This is be
Okay, so you know your favorite game, Starfield, is now on PlayStation.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, the game got the pregnant pause.
It did.
It got a pregnant pause. It got a loss, right? But here's the
in fact, I think.
yeah, lots, right? But here's the thing, right?
Yeah.
So the original game, many reviews gave it great scores. We're gonna go in one in particular. DualShockers, when it first came out on Xbox, gave it a 90. But now that it's on PlayStation 5 with all the improvements and the fixes and updates, they gave it a 60. So they gave it a worse score with all the fixes, the frame rates, the loading times, all that stuff. So I just wanted your opinion on reviewers reviewing a game in its original form, which I think a lot of people were saying this game came out bad. Even you said that. But they still gave it a 90. But now, 2 years, whatever, far removed from the original, with all the improvements, the fixes, even getting 60 frames, all that stuff, they say it's a 60 now. What are your thoughts on that? How can a game get progressively worse from the original? That bad? Like, I mean, to go from 90 to, let's say, 87. Okay, 85. But to 60?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that? on how that played out?
Listen, look, since we're using the whole pregnant pause analogy, I was the one that said the baby had Down syndrome when it was still in the belly. I said abort this child.
Oh man.
I said abort this child.
Hey, you don't say that.
It is a thing of Satan. That's what I said. I said that. Okay?
You did.
I said it was a devil's spawn, and you don't want to go to term with this pregnancy. Okay? Now, here's the thing. You know how when a newborn baby is here, and they are just a puddle of skin and blood, right? And some of them miraculously come out looking beautiful. But there are some babies that are below the curve. They come out looking ugly. They come out looking really ugly.
Dude.
Like,
the face only a mother can love.
Personal friends of mine,
Dude,
the first time I saw this, I was like, damn.
Your kid is ugly.
There was a third person's DNA in that mix because you two beautiful people could not have made that thing. Okay? But I kept it to myself because people find that offensive. Okay? Okay? Inside thoughts.
Just a little.
Inside thoughts.
It's just a little.
But here's the thing. That motherfucker was ugly. But you see, what happens is that you see that ugly child and you know it's ugly. And the parents see that child and they know it's ugly. And strangers see that child and they know it's ugly. But what do they say? They say it's beautiful. And
oh, what a beautiful
Starfield.
Baby. That was Starfield. Everybody was just saying it's a beautiful baby.
Everybody knew it was ugly from the beginning, but it was brand new, born to the world. They had
Xbox
hope,
needed
and
something.
They had to say that it was a 90 out of 100, even though we all knew the whole time it was a 30. Because guess what? They're still too high.
It was a 30.
Okay? It's a 30. It's a 30. Okay? And listen, the child grew up retarded. What do you want me to say? I told you it had Down syndrome from the moment you conceived it. Okay? It didn't grow up right. Okay? You know how some babies, they start off ugly, And then, like the ugly duckling, they turn into a swan, and that happens to the majority of us. Okay, listen, most of us viewers, most of us were born ugly. Okay, but God gave us the grace to grow the seed of beauty within ourselves, and we beautified as we aged. Okay, that's what happened. Okay, in reality, that's what happened to most of us. But some of us,
ugly.
Listen, some of us, there was no seed. Okay, that's what I'm just saying. I'm just saying you've been going this entire time. You started off wrong and you just kept digging. You know what I'm saying? That's Starfield. That is Starfield. Because the better Starfield gets, this is the problem with Starfield. The better it gets, the more it reveals how shallow of an experience it is. That's the thing, because once you polish something all around, once you remove, some of those loading screens and you remove some of those quality of life things that people wanted, and they're like, okay, here is the meal as it was intended to be served, and there's no other distractions, that's when you see it. The entire time, the child had Down syndrome, and that was Starfield the entire time. And guess what? Just for you Bethesda fans, as long as Todd Howard is your parent, I predict that his next child will suffer a similar fate. Okay, there we go. Because I've always been the one telling you that all of Bethesda's games are shit. All of them, including Skyrim. I don't care. I've been telling you that. Go back and look at those children now. Critically analyze them through the eyes of an adult gamer, and you're going to see very shallow experiences. Very fun, but extremely shallow. So, anyways, the only good game that has come out of something that Bethesda has done is Fallout New Vegas, and that wasn't even.
I agree with that. I agree with New Vegas.
Okay. All right. So now that M just bashed, underdeveloped children on this podcast, I appreciate it. We're just gonna.
Crazy work.
Yeah, we're gonna feel the heat on that
all
one.
The babies under the bus.
Yeah, literally threw the baby with the bathwater.
Or overboard, rather, into the water.
Thank you, John Baptiste, for instigating that. Shout out to John. We got Holiday Style. He says, someone in the chat claiming my first 2 drops and not telling me. You got a better way I can give away my last 2 codes? Okay. Oh, so listen. Someone in the chat claiming my first 2 drops and not telling me, hey, you can at least say you won.
For real,
like,
didn't say anything, just got the
like,
code.
hey, he said, "Okay, a better way to give my last 2 codes." I know there's usually I don't have it set up. If you want to hold on, I know there's a randomizer thing that announces it, and it'll randomize somebody in the chat. So you want to hold those 2 codes? I don't know if they expire, and then I'll think of something. We could do it either Friday or next Tuesday, whenever you want. Holiday, all right? Hit me up on Twitter DM, and we'll do something. But if you got 2 codes, man, at least give the man a thank you, something.
I know.
Something.
Everyone's saying they're fake. What? They're one-time codes.
Oh,
Someone
man.
was quick with it.
He said them codes didn't work. Oh shit!
They declared.
Them shits
Shoot
don't
me
work.
A code. I'll test it out right
We'll
now.
test it. We'll test the code out, and then and then we'll push it back out again. It'll be like, hey, the codes didn't work. It worked for me. All right. Let's go to the next topic. Next topic is, so PlayStation has now added a capability, and this is not a new topic. This is why I want to talk about it. It's not a new thing, but we are in a new environment. We are in a new environment, and what it is face scanning. So now, they created a way, where you can scan your face and add it to your characters where you can be in the game. Now, this is not a new concept, because I remember I did this, I think it was Madden or Live. One of the sports games I did that. That you were able to scan your face and
you can do it on 2K
play one of the sports games and stuff like that. Yeah.
You can do it on 2K.
Yeah, so there wasn't, I remember you were able to do it on the phone, and you could send a picture to a server. Yeah.
Didn't Nintendo 3DS let you do that too, or something?
Yes,
yeah,
I think
through the app. You gotta do it through the app.
Yeah. So it's not a new concept, but the reaction, probably because it's PlayStation for one, But I guess in the world right. But I think in the world we're in now, a lot of people are very concerned with how our actual scanning faces are used and everything. I definitely want the brain to time on this because I already saw his eye roll or whatever. But a lot of people are concerned with just privacy and all that stuff and how that data is used, right? And of course, with technology, you can scan our face better. Obviously, with iPhone and all that stuff. So PlayStation having our faces now, there was just some people thought. Now, the way I saw it, I didn't see it as a big deal because I'm just not going to use it. That's it. It doesn't mean that it's not like it's gonna force me to use it. I'm just not using it. I'm just not gonna do it. It sounded cool a decade ago. I was all about it, but now I'm like, yeah, I'm not scanning my face on nothing. You know what I'm saying? That ain't happening. Whatever. But I'll lead off with the brain. What are your thoughts on this? You think it's just stupid shit? People are pissed off for no reason.
Yes, that's exactly what I think. People, it's this big outrage. What people need to be pissed off about is these scam ass phone calls, your fucking email addresses being, going to the black market. Every time you turn around, Best Buy or fucking T-Mobile or fucking Sony happened to them. These big ass companies, they got the best security in the world, quote unquote. But your information gets stolen and you got to sign up for an 18-month credit check, and it's like, what the fuck is going on? That's the shit that people need to be fucking angry about, and your information being stolen. Not so much your face being scanned, because I'm not, and even with these DNA companies. But as far as, and I know I'm going left field. Shit, I'm saying left field, but I got my right hand lifted up. I know I'm going left field, but not for gaming. Gaming is supposed to be fun. I don't see what Sony is going to do with your fucking face. I mean, shit, I'm pretty sure. I can find my doppelganger. It's a doppelganger of me somewhere in the world. Who gives a shit? As long as they can't, if they taking your fingerprint, then that's something different. Then get as pissed off as much as you want. But I don't really have much to say on this subject because as far as with the scanning, as you said, this shit been around since shit. I want to even say earlier than the Wii. I definitely know the Wii did it, and I even want to say that the Xbox 360 did it with the Kinect. But
good point.
So and it's supposed to be like, the whole purpose of it is supposed to be fun. Hey, I got my face on the fucking character on the video game, and he can do dickhead shit because I'm a dickhead, and I'm being a dickhead. Hooray! That's why I end it.
Okay, all right. Anybody have thoughts on this, concerns, or it's just good old fun play?
I did just sign up for that program they just announced not too long.
Shonky's gonna have his face all up in there.
Oh yeah, I actually just.
What game you on your face in?
Because they said you had to share your experience with PlayStation, so I guess it's like a celebration. PlayStation. So I actually just filled out the form not too long ago. Actually.
Oh, nice.
All right. So what game you want? What game you on your face? He's going to be Fortnite. That's what it is. You want to be in Fortnite? You're going back to Fortnite, dog?
I just played Fortnite not too long ago. Actually,
he did. I was on.
You did? Okay.
I actually streamed it.
It brought back memories. Okay. It brought back that old feeling.
A little bit. I mean, I was.
It was nostalgic.
Yeah, I was getting my butt whooped a little bit. Yeah.
You got a little teary eye. You're like, I used to play. Nah. I used to be good.
It brought memories because I had a lot of skins. I still have a lot of skins on there. But yeah, I mean, I was a day one Fortnite player. But I mean, as far as the face scan thing, it was kind of cool. I think it's kind of a cool experience. I don't know what game they might put me in, but yeah, I filled out the form. I think it's a cool idea.
I want my face scan in Wolverine.
That'd be cool.
That's what I want.
If it looks anything like your thumbnail, I'm all for it.
Hey, they won't put me in the game. I'm all for it.
Oh, snap!
I was gonna tell you that they're actually gonna put my name in a trophy developer game.
Oh,
they're gonna put my name as a trophy.
Where?
Oh, yeah.
There you go. There you go. Right there.
And once that do pop, I will screenshot it. Too.
Oh, you need to frame that.
I will.
Wait, who's gonna put your name as a?
It's gonna be as a trophy. Yeah, it's gonna be a trophy. Because it's like
for
a
what
game? It's like a little puzzle game. It's like a little indie game. But yeah, they
And what's the name of the trophy? What's it gonna be called?
It's like Sean K, the Platinum King. Next trophy, get it ready.
But I'll let y'all know what game it is once it comes. So I'll show y'all the trophy when it does come.
Oh, that's cool.
That's sick.
cool.
Hell yeah.
That's actually kind of sick, man.
That's dope. That's pretty cool. But anyway, right there, that's I want to see. That's my face in Wolverine. That's what I want.
Hey.
That's what I want in the game. That's what I want.
Oh,
I don't know why. Like, yo, SPR, how come you didn't make me look mean? You made me look like I'm fucking lost or some shit. Like I'm like I'm like high on methadone and shit. Like I'm drugged out and shit.
Yeah.
No facial expression, like just drugged out.
Oh, that's
Like,
funny, dude.
that is
That's
like
the
the
thing with
the
facial-
most unscariest Wolverine ever.
He should
the
have used
thing.
a picture of you in the car where you're like,
Yeah, like like this. Shout out to
That's the thing
SPR.
with facial scans. Though. A
shout
bunch of
out
people,
SPR.
they don't know how to take photos of themselves, and then
It's
when
just
they
terrible
when they do that facial scan, and it's slap onto a polygon, like a flat polygon, like Minecraft, and then it's just like
It's just an ugly face.
Can't Wolverine now.
You look like Half-Life 1 character. You look like Max Payne. The way them characters looked. Oh man. All right, Valkyrie, you said you had some thoughts on this?
I mean, I don't agree with face scanning because there's enough technology out there. Half the time you log into things not just with your thumbprint now, but with face print. There's they call them ID, which is a digital identity, which basically does a biometric of your face. So again, it's a personal choice. People can if they want to. If you want to be on the game, that's what's going to happen. But this disclaimers are there. But I understand why people are concerned because biometrics and it having your data stolen is just beyond now just having your social security number or your driver's license. Like it's supposed to be more secure now with your Face ID or whatever it is. But if someone is storing it somewhere and every company gets hacked, it can happen. So you just have to, I mean, people are scared because it's happened so many times across the world. And it's just not happened yet with biometrics, but it will happen. So that's just my 2 cents. It's a choice. And I understand why people are scared. But if you want to be cool and have it on there, fine, go for it.
Interesting. All right. Anybody else?
Yeah.
M. Here we go.
Oh,
M is
ahead,
going to be
go
like,
ahead.
it is the demon, and we are all going to hell. Why are you doing this? Just take a Polaroid. We used to have Polaroids. Polaroids was fine.
Listen, I fully agree with Valkyrie. It's a personal choice. If you want to do it, you want to do it. But the thing is, I don't even think about getting hacked. What happens to all of the people they don't select? Like, what happens to all of those scans? Where does that data go? You know, and the thing is, I don't trust any of these companies. All of them are trying to get into this whole AI thing. And I told you they were trying to steal your reality, get your things so that one day you can be accused of a crime you never committed in a continent you've never visited, in a part of town you've never been to. You know, so it's just like, no, I'm sorry. Like, giving them extra ammunition. Because here's the thing. Maybe you trust Sony. Maybe you're like, hey, Emmanuel, I trust Sony. I trust the brand. I trust PlayStation, everything. Okay, cool. But once they see that this is successful, other companies are going to be like, hey, scan your face. Come on, do it our thing. Hey, there's a Disney movie. You want to be one of the background actors? Hey, there's this, scan your face. So it becomes a whole marketplace now where it's like, yeah, maybe the first few companies to do it are honorable, but eventually if it becomes normalized, other companies are going to be like, wait a second, hold on. There's an opportunity here for us to make money. And that is something that I think people should watch out for. So maybe this one, maybe it's fine with you. Maybe you do it. It's just fun and everything. But whenever things like that happen, I'm just like, this seems like something that you should be, number one, when they have actual actors, that come through and they get their faces scanned, that's something that they pay for. That's a paid service. Now you're doing it for free for a company that has the money to pay you otherwise, so I'm just like, it's exploitation at best. And at worst, it is something that will eventually become a problem down the road later.
Yeah.
I would say I will bring up this because you guys brought up a lot of concerns. And now that Valkyrie got me in the whole security mindset now, I would say the biggest thing, if anybody wants to partake, and I'll be honest, I never even thought about this in the past, so it could be too late for me anyway. But the terms of service. I will say if you want to enjoy this capability and be part of it, this is one of those things you definitely want to read the terms of service because terms of service could say that by you scanning your face, they now own that digital face, and they can use it with their partners or whatever. So, like, you know, you can say you trust Sony, but Sony terms of service could say they own that thing now, and that you gave them and by agreeing with this, you know, and sometimes agreeing is not necessarily hit the agree button. It's simply saying that you want it in a game, and then the moment you use it in a game, you now agree to their terms of service, right? They do weird things like that. And they could say now they could give that face, that scan to third party publishers, whatever. And the next thing you know, your face is on gay porn. AI.
Damn.
Explain that one. I'm sorry for using the most extreme scenario.
I think that's really extreme, dog. I'm actually playing a game right now from Sony where you could scan.
I'm just saying, dog.
Put me in sorrows, dog.
I'm just saying, dog. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, you know, that's just, yes, I'm using the most extreme example, but it's really not that far fetched, you know.
Like I have a face scan and I mean, be the show.
And now you're on Grindr.
I don't think Sony.
Now you're on Grindr, dog. You know, now Manuel used Disney. He used the nice version. I'm thinking, you know, I'm a lot darker in vision. He did the happy one. You know, hey, how you like to be in this Disney Pixar movie? And I'm thinking, nah, dog. With my luck, your ass is on Grindr in the deep, darkest OF shit that you ever seen. Like I'm not that lucky.
Then I feel so bad for anybody who uses the face scan on Apple.
Yo, I'll be like, you know what I'm saying? I am not that lucky. I am not gonna end up on a Batman movie. I'm thinking, no, man, I'm gonna end up on Get It Ready. You know what I'm saying? And then it comes across, you know, and then you know people hit up my wife and be like,
"This is not Resident Evil."
You know, then family hit up my wife and be like, you know, your husband's a gimp, right? Check this video out. And then she look at me like, is there any dark secret you need to tell me? I'll be like, oh shit, you see, it started out me scanning for Wolverine, and you know, they took my face. Yeah. That's not me. That's my face, but it's not me.
Yeah, then the next thing you know, your wife got this going, your friend's going, so is that your husband on Tinder or
oh my God.
OnlyFans? And you're like, hell no. She's like, yeah, really? Explain it. I'm serious.
I'd be like, trust me. I'd be like, nah, that's not me. I don't have an OnlyFans. I'm broke. All right, so clearly you don't see me driving a Lamborghini. Now, if you see the Lamborghini in the driveway, okay, now you know how to make my money.
You don't pay for this house.
You know what I'm saying?
But
that's the thought. So the terms of service is what you really gotta be after. It's not Social Security; it's who you agree to give your face to and what they're gonna do with it. that's where you know what I'm saying. Or it may not be so dark. You might be in a Netflix movie and they have a digital character, and you know they just make your character like a crack addict, and now you're seeing yourself look like a crack addict, and you're like, and you don't get paid shit for it. You're like, the fuck?
Give it to SPR. He'll put you in an Easter egg or something. I
don't know. You know, yeah. I'm in a bunny suit. You know, I didn't listen when I agreed to SPR making the thumbnails. I didn't read the terms of service. So the dude had me on J Dub's lap. I was like, "Oh, this shit went too far. I gotta lawyer up."
I put my terms with him very clearly. This is why I don't get what you guys get.
Yeah, you know, Valkyrie gets all the nice dresses and makeup. I'm like, there was one thumbnail he put me on J Dub's lap. I'm like, what the hell are we doing here?
There's one where he made a fat Kim Kardashian.
Yeah, he did. I'm like, yo,
is real right here.
I'm like, don't do no face scans with. That's why Dope Boy's not giving up his face. He's like, hell nah, dog. I'm not giving that dude my face. Dope Boy's like, no, you can stick with that Pillsbury Dope Boy. He ain't get my face. He see the terms of service.
It's not a dad bod. It's a father figure.
That's
funny.
He always has Craig like in suspenders and like Speedos, drenched in baby oil. Every pick, every holiday. Shout out to SPR, bro. I'll tell you, so the perfect example. You're gonna give your face, you better read the terms of service, dog. I didn't read it, so that's it.
Oh,
it's just, oh bad. All right, let me get a. Let's see. Is that Rufus? Oh yeah, his name is Rufus. All right, Rufus. Shout out to Rufus. Says on PS3 there was a technology where you can upload your photograph and you can create your avatar with it. It was PlayStation Home. Oh yeah, PlayStation Home. Man, the most pedophilic grounds I have ever seen in my life. That
More so than
man.
Roblox.
Some people want that back.
He's never played Roblox.
I never played Roblox, so
Neither have
it's
I.
bad. Oh,
It's
shit.
bad, man.
From what I hear, it's bad. From what I
Yo.
hear, it's bad. I've
the
never
shit
played
that-
Roblox, Minecraft, Fortnite. I've never played those.
I see the shit
Whoa,
that my kids be looking at on Roblox. I say, yo, this is on YouTube Kids. How the fuck did this get through?
You're like, how did you like how to what?
Oh, yeah.
That's wild.
No. I'd rather have my daughter play Resident Evil.
Yeah,
I mean, Roblox is
Also,
not that bad, to be
cousins and
honest. If you
nieces.
actually play the right games, if you play the right games on Roblox, it's actually.
He said, "Yeah, man, my daughter play Resident Evil than
The problem
Roblox."
is that the wrong games are right next
It
to
just
the right
depends on
games.
what you play on Roblox.
That's the thing. And, children
And does a child know to pick a wrong game or a right
Yeah,
game?
exactly. They don't know
And if
the
they
value.
do,
Yeah, they don't know
and
how
if
to
they
choose.
do know, that just means they're gonna pick the wrong game because they know. They don't use children does not use knowledge benevolently. Say that 5 times fast. There's no benevolence in their education. You give them proper education, they're going to use it for the wrong thing. Be happy children aren't born Kryptonian. This world will be fucked because they will not save shit. They would just be flying around destroying shit left and right. You know? You ever seen the movie? What's that movie? Brightburn?
I ain't watched that.
Mhm.
You never seen Brightburn? You never seen Brightburn? I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna ruin it. You need to see Brightburn. If you like, like Superman.
Evil Superman.
No.
You like the Superman story? The basic
Evil
story of
Superman.
Superman coming from a planet. You know, he's saving.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
then watch Brightburn.
Okay.
Yeah, Brightburn is awesome. You gotta
Watch Brightburn.
Mm.
You know, it pretty much got Craiged. The story of Superman got Craiged with Diddy Oil. You just watch, but it's a good movie. But you just be like, oh man, it's the Superman story.
The Boys, the movie.
I just gotta say, yeah, it's like
movie, yeah.
you know, yeah, you know, the show Boys is like the perverse version of Brightburn. Yep, dog.
I
Yep.
think I'm gonna just do Cinemersive.
It's good though. It's good though. But don't watch it with your kids. If they like superheroes, just enjoy yourself. It's a good movie.
You need to give him.
Yeah, don't watch it with your
It's good,
kids.
though.
You could watch it with your wife. Unless she's a fan,
kids.
unless she's a
Hide your wife.
hardcore fan of Superman, she's definitely gonna like that movie because the hardcore fans of Superman hate the movie because of what it did. But it's interesting. I enjoyed it.
With the kids. Don't watch
Brightburn.
It with the kids, though.
Brightburn. Yeah, you'll see the kid flying in the like the screen. The kid's like flying in the air, and he has like the scarecrow mask type shit. But you see the trailer. It's awesome. It's literally the Superman story, just in the bizarre world.
It gets crazy.
Bizarre.
It gets crazy.
It's in the you know. It's like it's like Stranger Things. You're in the upside down. You're in the upside down and stuff like that. All right,
You'll love it though. You'll love it.
but
if
it's
you
a good.
watch it.
I enjoyed it. You know,
love it.
supposedly they were supposed to do like a whole universe behind that. Like they
You
had
can watch it with
Con-
kids.
like they had concepts of Wonder Woman, like the opposite of Wonder Woman. They had I think there was 4 characters. So they had this
So it was
one.
basically
Then
the boys. You know,
it was pretty much Wonder Woman, the Flash, and one more. Not Aquaman. It was one more.
Batman. Come on.
No, you could. Yeah, no, not Batman. It wasn't
Wasn't
Batman.
Batman.
Because I look. That's the reason why I was looking into it. Because when they said that they had a Wonder Woman movie, I was like, they better not fucking. They better leave Batman alone. I swear to God, I will punch that director in the face. Don't do Batman. Even though they did the perverse Batman, the Batman who laughs, but no, it wasn't Batman. Because I would have watched it if they did a Batman one. But it was they did the Brightburn was the Superman, Wonder Woman, Flash, and
Green Lantern?
one more perverse. I forgot one more perverse character they were gonna do. But I guess the first one didn't financially meet expectations as they did. Yeah. Right. All right. So one more topic, and this one is a Sony acquisition. So I'm gonna put this on the screen. Yeah.
Hope it's a good one. Please let it be a good one.
Oh, you didn't hear about it yet.
No,
Okay.
It depends on how you look at it.
Yeah. It depends how you look at it. So it says right here.
Yeah,
Sony
I ain't hear about
Interactive.
it, that's why.
Okay, it says Sony Interactive Entertainment acquires Cinemersive Labs. With deep expertise in computer vision and machine learning, Cinemersive Labs will contribute to SIE's effort to enhance gameplay. At Sony Interactive Entertainment, the company behind the PlayStation brand, we are continually exploring new ways to push the boundaries of visual computing and deliver richer, more immersive gameplay experiences. Today, we are pleased to announce that SIE has entered into an agreement to acquire Cinemersive Labs, a UK-based machine learning and computer vision company. Founded in 2022, Cinemersive Labs brings together a specialized team with deep expertise in computer vision and machine learning. Following the acquisition, the Cinemersive Labs team will join SIE's visual computing group and contribute to our broader efforts in advancing state-of-the-art visual computing within games. This includes applying machine learning to enhance gameplay visuals, improve rendering techniques, and unlock new levels of visual fidelity for players. We look forward to welcoming the Cinemersive Labs team to SIE and continue to make PlayStation the best place to play. So, very generic. I don't think it's much detail. A studio, it's a company actually specializing in visual graphics and machine learning to improve graphics. Sony bought them out. What was interesting about this was people were like, wait, you closed Bluepoint, but you bought this studio. And I'm like, well, they're not a gaming studio though. So it's two completely different stuff. Yeah, it's not even a development studio. It's a support studio. I mean, can you even call them support? I mean, yeah, you could call them a support studio, but this is I see them more as not even a support studio, as more like a studio. I don't even consider them a support studio. I think they're just gonna enhance capabilities, and then studios that, you know what I mean? It's like weird. Like they're probably not gonna support a specific game. I think they're gonna support technology.
Sounds like a team that's gonna work on PSSR, honestly.
Maybe something like that.
They're like a team of 13 people, but it's just the timing of it because they closed down Bluepoint, they closed down Bad Robot Games, like.
And then the whole DLSS 5 debacle.
Right.
So a lot of people are like, oh, you close out Bluepoint, you get this thing for AI, because machine learning people instantly will say is AI, which is not really the same thing, but almost the same thing. But it's just a lot of stuff in there. But it just sounds like to me, with the visual arts group, they're gonna, find new techniques to improve graphics, help gameplay, and like that's what you should do. That, like, if you're gonna create a console and you're in hardware business, those are the things you're supposed to do. That's how I see it. You're supposed to do that stuff. You're always supposed to find a way to improve graphics. I also say performance, push new technologies. I mean, gaming is still a visual is a huge visual medium, entertainment medium. You look at it. I don't see an issue with this. And I don't see the correlation with Bluepoint, because if it would have been a studio they purchased, then okay, I could see that, but it's not. This is just I don't know. Anybody have thoughts on this? Any issues? Who gives a fuck?
I'm gonna have to wait and see on that one. I gotta see. Yeah.
That didn't make you happy? You were hoping there was a game development studio, Sean?
I thought it was too. I ain't gonna lie. I thought it was.
Yeah, no.
It could just be like they're doing something in-house. Like, you know how like most video game the developers aren't the one that's making the cutscenes or the trailers. They source it to somebody else. They could just be that. It could be as little as that, but there's no detail about that right now. Yeah. So
okay. Okay.
I think it's just wait and see how they're going to use it.
Yeah, that's what I say. Wait and see approach.
Okay.
Because it's kind of early. It's early stages.
Yeah, it's early.
Ooh.
Oh, the AI. AI's here.
Yeah, he had it.
What does he think?
Oh man, I mentioned AI machine learning, and look who showed up. The free version.
Exactly on time.
Perfect timing.
It's like, you talking shit. Entity, what's going
He's
on?
on mute.
Well, it is a free version of AI, so you have to prompt them.
Still processing. No, actually, I have a little bit of insight in this regarding this information.
Ooh, nice. See, of course.
Good.
Yeah. No, it's
All
just
AI is
general.
interconnected.
Yeah. General public information, but in essence, pretty much what it is that not just purchasing this particular company. Sony currently has what do you call it? Like an outsourcing technology group within their business group, right? And one of the things they concentrate on is specifically machine learning. And interestingly, actually, they use not just AMD technology, they use NVIDIA technology. And they have servers that are set up, I'm not sure where, probably in the States or in Japan, that each studios, right, Sony Studios, can get allocation of time to process machine learning information requirement. So I'll give you an example for remember that there was that Spider-Man suit deformation update that was done, and they've kind of advertised, we use machine learning to make sure that the muscle, structure and everything is showing up correctly. So I think this particular group is probably going to be integrated into that particular department, and then assist specifically in regards to cutscenes or additional visual enhancement. That's pretty much it. If you have any other questions, I can potentially answer. If I don't know, I'll say I don't know. But it's a technology, and Sony or any other technology companies, they have their R&D department that specialize in these types of advancements in technology. Now, if majority of the large corporations, similar to Sony, what they usually do is they find these small startups and they will purchase their talent and their technology rather than trying to build themselves, because it costs them. Actually, it's interesting. Sometimes it can cost them more to do this in-house, so they will just look outside and they will purchase a company and they'll go from there. So, yeah.
Okay.
They just expect, the Spider-Man to look better in Spider-Man.
Okay. All right. I guess that's it.
Yeah.
What a sad way to end the show.
What do you say?
No, actually, can I ask a question? Actually, this is an interesting question.
Okay.
When was it? I think it was discussed. The podcast Moore's Law is Dead. This question was asked, and the question was, what kind of enhancements we can expect from DualSense 2? Particularly given that
a very recent podcast, huh? Yeah.
Yes.
What
And
enhancements to the DualSense 2?
Yes,
for
DualSense
PS6.
2.
Yeah.
If it would PS6.
Okay.
I guess that the reason I wanted to point this out is one of my biggest disappointments with the current DualSense is the lack of options. The lack of options that is given to us, right? And what I mean by that is, let's say we receive a third-party game that has minimum rumble, we can't go into the PlayStation options and increase vibrations to 300% or tie the right stick or the left stick to motion controls, or say, hey, for this specific title, can you implement adaptive triggers? It's just like a soft option. But my question to you guys, I know. But my question to you guys is, what kind of innovations do you want from DualSense 2? It's an open question.
All right.
All I need is
Battery
a fucking
life.
bigger battery. Yeah, thank you.
Battery life.
Battery life.
Can we have a
Battery life, I
controller
co-sign.
that lasts 24 hours of gameplay time? That would be fantastic.
I
That's the
co-sign.
only thing I need. That is the only thing I need. I don't even need better triggers. I don't need better vibrations. I just need a computer. I need it to be able to outlast my gaming session. And my gaming sessions are not even that long, especially the DualSense Edge. The DualSense Edge, love it to bits, but that thing takes an already anemic battery life and then slims it down even more. So battery life by such a far long shot that to me, if they don't improve the battery life, it doesn't matter what else they do. It's not an improvement.
I still want to feel the heat. I still want to feel the heat and cold. I didn't get that.
Let's see.
You know what I'm saying? I want my fingers to scorch when I'm going through Hades and God of War, and then when I end up in Niflheim, I get frostbite. That's what I want.
That's not gonna help with M's.
You're like, yeah, I don't think, I don't think that's gonna be a good idea.
You know, if they can figure out how to do what he wants, they can figure out how to do what he wants and give me what I want. Okay?
Yeah, which is battery. I just want battery.
Mine is easy. Mine is easy. His is hard. So
his is actually dangerous. Getting frostbite, playing a game, yeah, that might be a good selling point.
Yeah. Like, it not only does it drain the battery, it's gonna melt your components inside
controller. Would you guys be interested in tension sticks? So, let's say Atsu or whoever the character is traveling in snow. It's similar to adaptive triggers. It increases the tension on the joystick.
Like it makes it harder for you to move the stick forward.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe.
You don't know.
Could be. I mean, you could turn it off. Obviously, it could be worth.
Yeah.
I
looking
think it
into.
would be more immersive, but that means you have to have a motor in the joystick, and that just sounds like something that would break because
it sounds like so bad enough. These things get what is it? Stick drift.
Exactly. Now you're trying to have a motor that's actively trying to fight gamers. I don't know. I feel like gamers are going to win that fight.
And then the ones that don't realize that's supposed to happen, what the hell's wrong with this stick? And they're like pushing real hard until they break it.
Because you know that some people that the whole time, no matter the marketing, they don't know about the whole adaptive triggers thing. So then they always say that the controller is broken, and
because it's like
then the people are like, yeah, exactly. People are like, no, you're just supposed to like push past the resistance. That's how it's supposed to work, So yeah, people are dumb. So I feel like battery life more. Just
just replace the battery.
Yeah, if they implement everything that Rock wants, that battery's gonna last 30 fucking seconds.
It'll last longer than my hands. My hands have frostbite. No, but seriously though, the touchpad. At this point, we gotta say ourselves why.
Yeah, no one uses it.
They haven't done anything. They haven't done anything really useful. I mean, Ghost of Yotai and whatever, they try to do something with it, but it's not really. I don't really need that. So what would be a better capability than the touchpad? A screen, a touch screen?
Oh my god, the
screen is just
like a Wii U, like a Wii U.
Yeah, like the Wii U.
They're gonna burn out.
They put the screen, but still kept the same battery. They just took another hour off. So what would be what would be a better use of that space? I mean, keypad? I don't know. Assuming, let's ignore the battery. Let's assume they do replace the battery. It's a decent battery, but yeah, let's assume there's a decent battery to handle. But what would be a better effective use of that area? Because the touchpad is not. We're not getting anything out of it.
They can use it as a UI, like how the PS3 UI used to be. They can use it as that. It could be like a little display, like a mini display, something like that.
Yeah, but the Dreamcast controller used to have that, and then even had the bit you could take out. Do you remember that?
Yeah, the VMU.
The
VMU.
Yeah, I could. Yeah, I could take that, play Final Fantasy, play my little Chocobo game, and then come back.
What would be a better functional use of a controller in that space? Because the touchpad, no one really uses it. There's really no gameplay enhancement that's actually useful and beneficial. What would be good use for that space? Because that's a lot of space. It's not like it's a tiny little thing. It's like a good portion of the controller that's being taken up.
Yeah.
So what would be good for that space there?
At the end of the day, the only thing is, just buttons, right? The more buttons.
Yeah.
But to be honest, at the end of the day, it acts as a button.
One
example,
huge ass button.
It brings up map and everything, right? So
one gigantic button.
Yeah.
How about heartbeat sensors?
You say heartbeat sensor?
Yeah.
Measures
Like
your heart
heart rate?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
So
The
for
BMI
example,
measurement as you grip.
Yeah.
Interesting.
No, I
So-
don't need to know
This
that,
guy,
actually,
this guy
that's
wants a
hard.
health app on his controller. Check his pulse and shit.
You are obese.
But then wait, how
Like you
heavy
might as
is
well.
the controller going to be?
How many
after?
calories did you burn
Like-
playing this game?
No,
Zero.
it-
You guys
it-
are sitting down.
Yeah.
It's going to be
Well, I
surprisingly
get
much,
what.
actually.
Yeah, what it would do is, for example, if you're playing RE9, if your heartbeat starts to increase, the music ebbs and flows, the tension or whatever the enemies that are coming increases or decreases depending on those situational
that would be dope.
responses. Yeah.
Oh, so the controller knows if you're nervous and shit, and it's like, oh, I'm gonna fuck with you even more.
Yes.
You see even
That's-
creepier music.
That's some
That would
AI
be
shit
dope.
right there. That is some AI
That'd be
shit
dope.
right there.
That's dope.
That sounds good. Except the problem with all of these proprietary things is that the reason a touchpad isn't used is because companies do not want to develop something specific for the PlayStation platform that will not go across to any other platform, right? Because that's the thing. It's a unique thing that
Yeah.
only the PlayStation controllers have. If Xbox had a touchpad, then it will be used widely, because it is a good idea, So that's the thing. As far as the heartbeat sensor, again, same thing. The company is not going to go out because it will be the only peripheral in the world that does it. Even previous generation controllers won't do it. So it's like, okay, well, yes, I can make it for the PlayStation platform, but PCs don't have it. So nobody else is going to be able to have it unless a person goes out of the way to play with a DualSense 2 on the PC platform. And again, most of the time they only develop for the Microsoft Xbox controller anyway when it goes to PC. So
True.
that's the disadvantage. But what I will say that would be cool, like a little adding thing that won't go too far, will probably be just like a grip sensor, like they have in the VR controllers, because they already have it.
Mhm.
You know how you can do detection of your fingers and everything, and finger placement.
Mine has
The only possible potential use would be, those horror games where you have to hold the controller and like keep the reticle within a certain spot, and people figure out that if you just put a controller on the table, then it'll be perfectly straight. But with this one, because it can detect whether you're actually gripping it, then it could be like, no, you can't cheat your way out of this thing. You actually have to hold it, and you actually have to keep it steady. And again, the only
So,
reason that I think
just
that
put it on the
bother with
table
something,
and it'll be perfectly
Exactly.
fine.
Exactly.
Cody Gamers come up with
Well-
the glitches.
we figured these things out ages ago, right? Like, I'll tell you a side story later. But essentially, the only reason I think that would be a cool thing is because they've already developed the technology. It's already in the VR2 controllers. So it would just be transplanting something that they've already made into something, and then it's like, if you use it, you use it. If you don't use it, you don't use it. But at least it will have some kind of commonality with other VR controllers, because pretty much all VR controllers modern day have some kind of like finger tracking and sensing kind of a thing. So at least it won't be too unique. But honestly, battery life is over everything. But the little side story is that I was playing Zelda Breath of the Wild, and they had one of those motion like sensor puzzle things, right? So on one side of the it was like a floating maze, right? So on one side there was the maze and you could solve it. But then I figured out, because I was playing docked, so I was using the Nintendo Switch Pro controller or whatever, right? I figured out that nobody would have designed the underside to also be a maze. So I just took the controller and I flipped it upside down. And then on the other side of the thing, it was a perfectly flat surface. So I just went straight, and that's it, So as a gamer, you've always got to be, don't do puzzles. If you don't have to do the puzzle, you don't have to do it. So yeah, normally it takes a person like 20 seconds to figure out that maze. I just turned it upside down, and I was just like, yep, just had a straight route. So that was basically it. Yeah, because developers are lazier than you are, So just always count on human laziness, Because I knew no one's going to think, let me develop the underside so that if they turn this shit upside down, that because guess what? On the original platform, you're meant to use the switch itself, so you're not going to turn the switch upside down. So no one would have had to think like, oh, what if they turn this upside down? But on the Pro controller, well, you can turn that upside down. So fun little thing there.
You do know now they're going to go program that in the next game, right? And
now they realize
exactly. Now they're going to be like,
somebody just heard like, wait a minute, we didn't even think about that. Another idea they could do, they could develop, like those machines that now you could put your fingerprint. So now you could put your thumb, so they could get your fingerprints, and with your face scan, you could give Sony your complete biometric. Isn't that great?
Yeah. Don't forget blood. They could also get your blood.
Or get the little thing, drop your blood on top of the screen and let it analyze it. You got diabetes.
That'd be what the touchpad is.
Have the PlayStation tell you got diabetes. You're going to die. You're going to die, bro. Put the game down. You ain't got much left.
Just good. I mean, I guess it wouldn't be too bad for the game to tell you that maybe you should take a break because you've been sitting for too long.
Oh,
whatever.
yeah. Like when you're driving and your car flashes that thing.
Yeah, whatever. Maybe some sort of digital display could be there to replace, the touchpad if we're not using it, right? So
let me ask you this:
tell you a battery.
Man, I know what I want.
Like,
are there any functions that you guys like from the UI, from the main UI? Are there any functions that you wish that you could just do it on the screen on your controller and not have to pause the game and bring it up, do it, and then unpause the game and do it? Maybe something like that. Maybe something, whatever. I don't know.
Just turning the haptic on and off, right? Like for example, if I'm playing FPS and for the sake of good aim, I would turn off the haptic. Otherwise, it would shake, right, and your aim would go off.
Well, certain pre configurations, like you could turn on, turn off. I know one thing I do look is like at trophies and stuff like that. Like I pause the game, go into the menu, look up, see what trophies I earned already, see what trophies. Like I'll go for the easy trophies. I'm not a big trophy hunter, but like if there's trophies that are skippable, and like I'll be like, oh, I could get this, I could get that. I'm always pausing the game and stuff like that. Or stuff like that. Maybe a screen is the better option, having an actual screen that you can do functionality, UI functionality that you don't necessarily have to go into the game to pause, do this, like something you want to look up quick or whatever. Or like join a room and stuff like that, maybe. Things that you don't, that way you don't have to like stop the game just to do this simple function that you could have just knocked out quickly in front of your face. Maybe. I don't know.
You know what I want?
Oh, Ramon.
Oh.
What's happening?
What's going on, brother?
Oh, man, just doing the thing.
Absolutely. As you should.
Man, what I want for the controller is I would like a form of AI where just hear me out. Just hear me out, okay? You're playing it's not dependent on developers to use the haptic feedback. It'll sense, like if you run out in the rain, there's software in the controller that senses that you're out in the rain and you get the raindrops in the controller. Or if you're on ice, then it automatically makes the controls more loose because you're on ice. So instead of having to depend on the developers to support the haptic feedback, the software in it will automatically pick up on the environment you're in and implement the haptics on its own. So that way we're actually getting the features that the controller is supposed to be using.
No, fuck that. Let them desk crunch. Okay, they need
fuck that. Put in the crunch.
You're saying
crunch,
that,
baby.
They're not doing it though.
They're not crunching. They're like, listen.
That's what I'm saying. So
I'm not working on Sunday, so you can skate on ice. Just there is no ice. Deal with it.
See,
and we're not putting a battery.
That's my whole thing. Like first party uses it, and Housemarque has used it the best, followed by Insomniac. But other than that, some third-party companies use it, minusculely, but overall, it's an amazing function that's wasted. So at least if you have this, like it can still be on the developers where they can, implement it and go into detail with it, whatever they want to do. But if they do nothing, then at least with this option, and obviously we can still turn it on and off if we want, but at least with this option, if the developers, are, I don't want to use the term lazy, but if they can't be bothered to implement the haptics on it, at least we're getting our features for the controller that we bought.
People are so comfortable with companies watching what you play, recording it, just analyzing the moment-to-moment instant of everything that you're doing on the platform. I'm just like, wow, you're not scared enough of this thing.
But it's already in the game. If I walk into an area where it's raining, I get raindrops. That's not analyzing my habits.
Yeah,
it's analyzing that I'm walking into the rain in the game, giving me raindrops.
Because it doesn't know when you're going to walk into the rain, so it has to monitor you 24/7 to be able to figure out, oh yeah, now he's at the rain section.
But it's monitoring the game, though. It's not like it's looking at me. It's literally.
If you look at your gaming habits,
what are you talking about?
Hours to get to the rain section.
But it's it's environmental. If I'm pulling a bowstring, if I'm pulling a bowstring and it gives me the feedback from pulling the bowstring, like how is that monitoring me?
All of a sudden your bank account is zeroed out.
You literally said create an AI that analyzes any game. How do you think it's going to know that without monitoring you?
But it's monitoring the game.
It will definitely
what does what I'm doing in the game have to do with me? It's like I'm functioning in the game.
Did you just say that what you're doing have to do with you?
No, all right, let me put it this way. All right, let me put it this because I see where M's going. No, but I don't know. Actually, I don't see where M's going. I know what M's doing. It just doesn't make sense to me either. So how does me walking in the rain is going to impact my real life?
Okay, not going to impact your real life, but it's
anything
data being collected about you.
All right, so what data is being collected about me?
First of all, I have to know every.
Let me put it this way: what data is going to collect? Let's say me and Ramon are playing the same game, and regardless of whatever, we're gonna eventually go through this map where it's raining because that's just part of the game. What data is being collected from me that would be different from him?
The same data that's being collected now, just far more granular, because now I can map in real time exactly how long it took you to partake in a certain action, exactly what your path is through the entire game. Because in order to do this one specific thing, I have to know everything about every moment in the game at every single time that you're playing. If you pause for 15 minutes because at 7:30 and that's your dinner time, I can infer that's your dinner time because you have this pause consistently through every single game that you play. You guys do not realize how much data, how much you can infer about somebody by just seeing their behavior. Like companies, for example, Target, right? They got in trouble back in the 2000s because they sent a teenage girl a pamphlet, like a personalized little mail thing, and it had pregnancy products, right? All over the place. And so the parent was like, why the hell are you sending my teenage daughter things about like pregnancy stuff? She's not pregnant. She's like a 15, 16-year-old. Guess what? She was pregnant. And they knew that, their software knew that before she did. By just looking at her behavior and what she purchased. Go look it up. Companies can infer.
Well, yeah, she went on Google saying, where can I get free abortion?
No, this is back in
the. You ain't gonna be 15 years old looking for an abortion if you're not pregnant. That girl knew. That girl knew. She knew. She knew. But I had no idea. Check her search history, dog. You ain't looking at Planned Parenthood at 15 years old unless you fucked up. I promise you that. You are not looking up, you're not on Google searching Planned Parenthood at 15 unless you know you fucked up.
She went to a website called Don't Tell My Parents.
Don't tell my parents. Oh, we promise we won't. All of a sudden, you get like a mail listing of children's stuff.
Listen, companies can infer a lot about you by the things that you do. This idea that you just are constantly supposed to be monitored and watched by every single company and every single thing, that's not comfortable. That's not comfortable.
They're already doing that.
But I mean, the moment you play the game, they're already doing that anyway. I mean, you could technically go into
They don't do it at this level.
They could do it. I mean, technically, let's use God of War. You're on a certain board, right? They know where the enemy positions are at. So let's say, where your character is getting hurt, they're like, okay, given the fact that he entered this board started this stage at this time, and at this time he's getting hurt, that means he traveled from this distance to this distance, because we know where we place the enemy, because the enemy, like, you're not going to get hurt until you reach it,
anything in between. Because, for example, you start the God of War thing, you get to the next level. Obviously, Purple Trophy, Sony knows about it. They know that, okay, you've passed this particular checkpoint in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Between now and the next checkpoint, whatever that's the next trophy or next quest or whatever, they don't know what you're doing. But with this, they would. This is the thing.
No, they do.
Well, they do, because think about it. You unlock a treasure. That indicates an action that they can plot. From the moment you walked here, like the treasure. Okay, he unlocked this treasure. That means he's in this area. Or you're losing energy. Or you killed a certain enemy. Okay, this enemy's in this location of the map. I mean, there's a lot of ways. If you're gonna go CIA this shit, they can CIA the fuck out of any game. Where you're at, who you're attacking, what treasure. Also the character speed of the character, how fast the character moves. They could be like, okay,
guess what they have to do right now? They have to program that on a game-by-game basis. But now you're saying create an AI that does this all the time for every single game, everything there. That's what
they're going to do. That
not the same.
They're going to do that anyway. Even this time without the rain. Listen, you want better battery? Guess what? That AI is going to give you better battery because it's going to make sure you charge your shit properly. So that AI knows when you're going to charge your controller, the type of power you plug it in. It's probably going to know the outlet. It's the same goddamn outlet in his den.
And in order for that AI to access information, your controller is going to need to connect to the internet from there and on.
You want your battery maximum efficiently? You need to download this software that can optimize the charging.
Facts.
Yo, it's a crazy world, man. It's a crazy world. There's just too much ways to collect data on anything. Like, I'll be honest. We're talking about scanning faces, but look what we're doing now. My face is all over the motherfucker, so it's too late.
Yeah. Have you seen that parody account? It's called Parody Rock.
No.
Like he's just trolling you under your. He basically took your
There's a parody. There's an account called Parody Rock.
Parody
on Twitter.
He answers. Yeah, he responds to some of your posts, just making fun of you, basically.
I gotta see. How come I didn't see it?
You have a doppelganger? That's crazy.
Parody Rock.
Parody Rock, and
she has a doppelganger.
Underscore?
I don't think so. I think it's
Parody Rock. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
I gotta see so much you could do with your life, dog. I'm just saying.
What the fuck is going on?
Yeah. Parody Rock 87 or something. Yeah.
Parody.
Oh my god.
I think his handle is Porto Cock.
Oh my god, that's probably why.
Wow.
He's probably already blocked.
You're right about the grinder thing.
So he takes the thumbnail I drew for you, and then he AI the face up to a crying face, and then the hair like started there's strands and missing and stuff. I'm like, wow.
Yo, you got haters.
That's funny. See, I told you.
You got haters.
That mean he doing something. Look, that mean he doing
I guess.
something good.
Parody Rock. See, if it would have just been parody, if he would have kept it clean, I would have respect that. But then he made it dirty.
If I could.
Oh, Proto Cook. And he follows me.
Yeah.
Oh, I see it. Oh, this shit's hilarious.
Oh shit.
Look at this shit. If you're gonna make me cry, you better hand draw it. Do not disrespect the original artist's intent.
The receding hairline is nuts.
And the receding hairline is crazy. That shit is wild, bro. That shit is wild. Let's see what's this. Damn, he even did the background. You see, look at this. This guy put it. Oh, this is the old thing. The barbed wire. That was my old This guy really put. And this guy's been in Twitter since 2011.
Yeah.
This guy really put some effort.
2011,
Holy
that's
shit.
crazy.
That's
Use
crazy,
code
bro.
PS5 in my ass to get 30% off hair loss treatment at checkout.
Oh
What
my
the fuck? What? And I have him muted. Okay, so I have him muted. Okay. That's probably why I don't see his shit. Let's see. Just a friendly reminder that if you play on PlayStation and you load up Starfield tomorrow, you're a traitor and aren't welcome in our community anymore. What is this? No game is good unless it's made from Sony. Trademark Studio. It's the fucking simple peasants. What the? Every PlayStation lives up. Yo, this is fucking hilarious. Listen, looking forward to making multiple tweets about these games and not playing them. Let's see. PlayStation.
This man got too much time, bro.
Listen, PlayStation fans today. He says, "You don't want to see the things I do to my PlayStation." What the fuck? Oh my god. Yo, but you know what's funny though? You know what's funny? Like somebody's actually putting energy into this, and they don't think it's weird.
He is. That's a lot of effort. Yeah.
Let me see. Who's he following?
Well, it's
Usually,
a lot of effort.
because
It's a lot
usually
of
they
free
follow
time.
themselves.
Yeah.
Like
it's one
the
of
thing
these
I'm
guys.
tripping off of is I be trying to scrape gaming time when I can get it, and these cats be sacrificing gaming time to talk shit about games, and then you look at their trophy list or achievement list, and the last game they played was like Tomato Simulator 6 months ago, and they got 3 hours in it.
Go to his followers real quick.
Let's see who's following him. Buddy Christ.
Buddy Christ.
What the
How can Jesus? How could you?
That's from Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
Valkyrie, you follow this guy? No, I'm playing. She's like, wait, what?
Hey, you got to know your enemy, man.
That you know what? There you go. Keep your friends close. Keep your enemies closer. Yo. Oh, parody rock. That's funny. I guess that's hilarious. Oh, thanks for But I had him muted. I guess So but it is funny. That it is pretty funny. But whoever it is, I guess are you not entertained? Anyway, we're gonna wrap this show up. That's pretty funny. We're gonna wrap this show up. We're gonna kick it off with Chill Will. Chill Will's like, yo, this is crazy.
I was dying.
Hey, if you ain't got haters, you ain't popping. I made it.
Yeah.
I can retire now. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
You are retired.
That's it. Yeah, I can retire. Technically, you ain't wrong. I can retire twice now. I could be like Jordan, come back from retirement, win 3 more championships, then retire again.
True.
All right, Will, what's going on, brother?
Hey, yeah, man. Appreciate y'all for having me. If you guys want, you guys can follow me on my channel where I like to stream survival horror games. I'm actually gonna go live with Resident Evil Requiem right now and try to finish off my platinum.
Yes.
But yeah,
Good man.
Follow everyone else on the panel too. I know Extreme's gonna be streaming Hades 2 a lot. Sean has his platinums. Puerto Rock has his own parody accounts.
To know shit.
But yeah, man, appreciate y'all for having me. Hit that like button.
Extreme.
Yo, listen, Chill will just lie to y'all. I might not be streaming Hades 3 that much. I'm trying to do this cycling thing, and it's kicking my ass. I'm running out of energy every day. Yeah, I'm going to the Spire 2 in like a week because I'm dead.
Yeah,
That's
you
what
have.
happened. So
Yeah, you have been streaming that hard.
Yeah, I was until I started this whole thing. So I'm gonna keep doing that for a while. So don't expect shit from me. There might be some cycling content coming to the channel though. So that'll be the apology.
Cycling
But,
content. Ain't nobody want to see no goddamn bike. It's like the hell. Like when YouTube channels do something most random. Like you like, oh, this guy plays Satan Spire. This is awesome. I'm subscribed. And the next day he's cycling. You're like, the
cycling
fuck?
content. That's what it will be. So that's definitely
Like I tricked you.
Look
This is the content I really want to do.
Yeah, actually, this whole time is actually the whole thing. This entire funnel. I was trying to get PlayStation fans to like my cycling things. So there we go. might go out there, One day Valkyrie and I will do like a collaboration. She will like do running or whatever she does, and we'll do like a triathlon. But
she cycles. You cycle too?
I have a mountain bike. I have rollerblades. Do you want to keep going? Sorry, keep going.
Yeah, no. You tell me. I just figure out a way to like weave in there. Just like we'll figure out something. What is it like a triathlon? So we need Henry to come to Australia. That way, I'll take the cycling journey. You can be the swimmer or something. I can't swim. So I can't swim.
It's like it has nothing to do with his race. All right, don't be racist. Right? It has absolutely nothing to do with his race.
I just firmly believe as a black person that if we were meant to be in the water, I've been born a fish. I'm just saying. I was born in land for a reason.
You know what I'm saying? So wait, so M will do the cycling, Valkyrie will do the swimming. So that means you got to do the running, Henry.
Henry, you're running.
I can run. Yeah.
Swimming.
So look at that.
Very slow.
Hey.
I'll run. Yeah.
So there we go.
I'll just be on the sideline watching, eating Cheetos.
Drinking.
We'll do like a
Drinking, yes, even better.
Triathlon.
See if you don't like triathlon. I'll just cheer you guys on with my bottle of Hennessy.
I think at your time it'll be like 4 a.m. anyway. you have to be there.
All right, brother. All right. Sean.
What up, P-Rock? Man, great podcast tonight. So make sure y'all subscribe to him. And make sure y'all drop the like if y'all haven't already. Mm-hmm. But me, I do the trophy guides. I do walkthrough guides. So if y'all need like platinums, all your achievements, because sometimes those Xbox games are on PlayStations. You can also use my guides is also on Xbox as well. And then I'm also going to be streaming Life is Strange, so that's going to be the next.
That's going to be awesome.
I'm going to stream. Yeah, so I'm going to make sure I take care of that. I'm about to plat that.
It's going to do well for you for sure.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely going to start that probably sometime this week, probably tomorrow, hopefully. But other than that, follow me on Sean K the King and drop a like on P-Rock's channel.
Okay. All right. Henry.
All right. Hey Chad, thanks for being here with us. It's it's a fun cast. Shout out to Chowo. He's about to stream, so you guys make sure you guys migrate over and hit the like button, and hopefully P-Rock will do some gaming content too, live stream at times. If
I tried that. That shit don't work. Yeah. I'm the most boringest. I try. Like I have people complain like, Borak, you don't talk. It's because I'm playing the game. Duh.
Takes a lot of work.
You want me to talk? You want me to play games? I don't do both. That's just not how it works with me. I don't play games and talk to people. I don't like that. Unless I'm cursing you out, which I don't do that anymore because I don't play multiplayer games anyway. So I'm like the worst streamer ever. The worst streamer ever.
We should get you to play games that you won't like. That way you won't be that invested.
Oh, I would just be like
we'll get you to play like Dave the Diver.
That was like after 5 minutes, I'm like, yeah, I'm done. See you guys next week. See you guys on Tuesday. See you guys on Tuesday, 8:30 p.m. Because I ain't playing this shit.
So shout out to Sean because he has to do that a lot. He has to play a lot of games.
Actually, we should get you to play stuff.
See, sports games. So the games I did stream that worked out well was sports games. When I was playing Madden, I streamed it playing Z. But that's only because I'm talking shit to Z. So people's enjoying me talking shit.
You should do it.
So it's because talking, that's just a natural part of the game when you play sports game. Score a touchdown, you run it, whatever. You talk shit and people enjoyed me, just rubbing in people's faces. Whatever. So that's just natural. So that's just me being natural. Because whether I'm in the camera or not, I'm still talking shit, even if I'm alone in the room. Like in your face, bitch. I'll be talking shit. I was telling Z, don't throw that short route. Don't do it. And then I intercepted, told your bitch ass not to do it, and then the chat's laughing at him. But that's just like natural shit I say anyway. I'm not even talking out loud. I'm really talking to myself. It's just out loud. Because I'm just zoned out. And I'm just talking shit zoned out, so that works well. But other than that, like a single play game, I think it was Uncharted. Most boringest stream ever. I even took it off the channel. That's how bad it was. Because I said nothing
damn.
for like 2 hours. Nothing.
It's like a.
I
it's like a
was.
playthrough.
It would be like you coming over my house just to watch me play a video game, and you're just sitting there. This is not fun at all. It's just you ever been to a friend's house inviting you for video games? It's a single player game, and they won't let you play. You're just sitting there like.
They leaning forward, staring at the screen, and mouth
Yeah,
open,
they're like this,
What?
legs shaking, and they're just focused. That was me. Terrible streamer. Terrible.
That'd be me, like going, staying away from my girlfriend for like a few hours and just nap on my friend's place while he plays video games.
Damn.
So yeah, so terrible. Yeah, so that didn't work out for
Shout
me.
out to M. He streams. He said he's not streaming that much, but hopefully whenever he streams, you guys cash. And you guys throw a couple dollars toward Valkyrie so she can finally buy her PS5 Pro. And shout out to Entity for trying to take over the world, and shout out to Ramon's
Much appreciated, homie.
He said, "Give me your biometrics. I'll take care of it."
Not Trump in the process.
All right. Appreciate it, Henry. Valkyrie.
Yo. Thanks for having it. Sorry. You guys distract me. There's too much stuff going on. My brain can't focus. I will be doing my usual, going for a run, going for a workout, and probably post some stuff on VR because I'm playing VR games. I don't like sitting still. So
what VR you have? You have Meta?
I have a Quest. Yeah, Meta.
Okay.
So, yeah, I've been doing a dance music one. So I've been trying everything on expert and nearly dying.
Did you play Resident Evil?
We already has
what
scanned
game?
her face already with that thing. Yeah.
It's called
Shorty got her
Riders.
face scanned.
Sorry, got my face already in there. I haven't worked out how to get my avatar, but yeah, you'll see my arms doing all sorts of things and me swearing. But yeah, funny.
Okay.
You should play Resident Evil.
Ooh.
And stream it.
I can on my Twitch. I need to cut the card first.
Oh God.
No, play the VR one and stream it.
Probably. Do they have it on Meta?
Yeah, I think they have Village
Resident Evil 4
remake.
Okay, maybe. I will let you know.
That's a maybe.
I would recommend Village.
Tempted.
I would recommend
Village?
I wouldn't recommend Resident Evil Village.
Why not?
There's a section in there, dude.
That's why you recommend it,
dude.
Recommend it. I recommend it.
So yes, Village or no Village?
Yes.
That sounds like the
Yes.
That sounds like the part where you get to meet Leon's husband for the first time.
Oh man, there we go.
That's crazy.
My man still believes that. He's like, I'm gonna get the third ending.
Yo, the fact I convinced Craig for that is so hilarious.
Oh, that was you.
Yeah, I caused that bullshit rumor.
Oh, really?
You bestowed that.
I started that shit. I made a joke, and that shit took a life of its own. I'm like, okay, I'm running with it. Here we go. I made it up.
I blame
and that
you.
shit ran with it. Everybody started talking about it. Is it true? Leon has a husband? I'm like, oh shit. And I say yes. In my mind, I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, yeah, dog. Like that's the second ending. That's the second ending. That's the second ending.
Oh.
So if you didn't get that story, what's funny is because there are two endings. But no matter who I talk to, I'd be like, which ending you got? Nah, you didn't get the second ending.
Well, actually, our good man Chill Will, he played both endings.
Yeah.
And guess what? The husband is in both of them.
Oh yeah, so
I
it's
asked
me.
the chat too. I asked the chat. I was like, "What ending were we picking?" Chat, and then I was like, "Nah. I can't end the stream up like that." I was like, "I'll be late for work. I don't care."
That is funny. That is dedication to the. That's dedication to the craft.
That's a lot of dedication.
All right.
I wasn't late, but still, I was like, "Nah, I ain't ended the stream like that."
He's like, nah, we're not doing that. All right. All right. Entity.
Again, the only thing I would say is, enjoy anything that you play. I still cannot believe that Ghost of Yotei costs 60 to 80 million. The more I play, it's just
I'll be honest.
exquisite.
Yeah.
Badass. That's a badass
Other
game.
than that, this month is really, really cool. Pragmata, Mouse PI.
Oh yeah, Pragmata comes
Saros.
out, right?
Oh yeah,
Shit.
Pragmata's coming out. Yeah.
Next
Oh,
week,
I get my TV this Saturday, finally.
Ooh.
finally. Hell yeah.
So I'm gonna
First
start
game?
playing Resident
What's the
Evil.
first game?
Oh,
There it
Resident Evil
is.
Requiem. That's why I refuse to
Yeah,
play it.
there
Right?
it
You
is.
think I'm gonna miss out on all that Pisser 2.0 goodness? Hell nah. I would not touch that game until the TV comes in. I cannot wait for that TV.
He's gonna love Requiem.
Oh yeah. Oh
You're
yeah.
gonna love Requiem, dude. It's just littered with
I'm
Easter eggs. Bro.
I'm a platinum it before Sean.
Oh yeah, you probably will.
That's gonna be like,
He's
yes.
like, I just-
That's gonna be my
I'm
victory.
platinum it right now just because you said something.
Yo, Will's gonna be like, "There's no way I'm gonna let Puerto Rock platinum this shit before me. Ain't no."
I know I'm about to get infinite ammo. No, he's not.
I'm gonna get that rocket, dog. Infinite rocket, and just.
Oh,
All right.
You want one tip real quick before you do start playing Resident Evil?
Sure.
So you get two different types of parries in the game. One with the hatchet, just to parry like attacks. You can parry with a gun that does a kill animation, but you can't do it if you have like a iron sight attachment on it. So just a heads up.
Oh, so if you put the iron sight attachment, the parry's not there no more?
Yeah, you can't do a kill animation. So if you have a shotgun and you time the parry, he'll put the barrel in the zombie's mouth and blow their heads off. But if you put like an iron sight attachment on it, it won't work. So just a tip. Not too many people know about that.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know about that one.
That's a good
That's
tip.
new to me.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's
know
good.
about that.
All right. Okay. And then Ramon, my brother, man, what is going on? How is Canada treating you?
Canada's treating me well, man. I'm still enjoying it up here. Everything is good. Just finally starting to warm up. We've had a couple of 20-degree days. That's Celsius for all of you that don't do the metric. But so it's going pretty well.
You use Celsius?
Yeah.
The fuck? You were American. You ain't using freedom measurements?
Canadian.
Dude,
the fuck? No, he was not born in Canada. He was not born in Canada. He was born in the night. You were supposed to bring freedom up there. Listen, you being a 51st state is still on the table. Don't sleep on this Iran shit. Canada being a 51st state is still on the table.
And then I'll be moving farther away.
Come to Australia. You love it here.
That's the 52nd. That's the 52nd. Every other place is going to be a state other than, listen, you want to be a place where you don't have to worry about being a state? Go to Puerto Rico. They'll never be a state.
Yeah, I know. The irony of that.
They're like the irony.
No, I'm just, doing my thing, editing this book to hopefully get out this summer, and I am currently, it's gonna be one of those. It's kind of I needed a departure for something a little less layered, so this is more along the lines of your really fun kind of popcorn flick type, fantasy. So lots of action.
So it's a new book.
Like
it's a new book, like a new story. It's not a continuance of your previous books.
No, it's based in the world of my first trilogy. So the world is World of a Broken Age, tentatively titled Path of the Far Strider. So look out for that. Dude has a spectral sword that can shift him into the spectral realm and back. Lots of cool stuff. So I'm looking forward to getting that one.
Can we get one of your books like on Netflix? Because reading's really outdated for me. It's like an outdated,
well,
like
reading
reading books is like an outdated concept. You ever seen those? You ever seen those like on TikTok, the little commercials where you scan to cover the book and the phone just reads it to you? I'm about to start doing that shit because like reading is so outdated. That's like an old concept.
Dude, reading is.
I ain't got time to read.
VR than VR.
I ain't got time to read no more, man. My eyes are going bad.
Reading is better VR than VR, dude.
But my eyes are going bad. That's like that's like us.
Reading is so overrated.
Yeah, it's like it's like
for you. I'll read it.
It's like running with bad knees.
Oh wow.
That's the best way I could explain it. It's just not an enjoyable experience. Or swimming with bad shoulders.
Well, you can't get glasses though, right?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but I don't look. Though. Yeah, but then people call me nerd. I'm like, for what? Just, bro, just put it in Netflix and just get it over with.
Like, who cares if you're
10 episodes. You know, don't do a movie because then they're gonna cut half your book, and then it's not gonna make sense. You know, you could make a Netflix, put it on Tubi, get 10 episodes in.
Tubi.
Everything going on Tubi.
Everything going on Tubi right now.
Listen, listen, pick your choices. I got Amazon, I got Disney Plus, I got Peacock, I got Netflix. I mean, so don't put on Amazon because then I can't watch it 4K, the motherfuckers. So you got Disney Plus, got Netflix, you got Peacock. What else I got? I think I got Paramount. You know, do something, man. Work it up. You know, come on, link it up. 10 episodes.
Dude,
help me. Listen, help me help you.
If that happens, you will hear the screaming from wherever you are. Okay.
I know. I'll be the first one to watch it. In fact, invite me to the opening screening, wherever it's at, even if it's in Toronto. I'll be up there. They'll be like, "Who the fuck is this?" I'll be like, "Your only friend is you two streets. Who the fuck you think I am?"
Oh, if only. One day.
You know what I'm saying?
Give us an audio book.
You know?
I do need to.
Oh, do that. Can you do an audiobook?
Yeah. I mean,
listen, reading is outdated, man. You got to come up with the times. You got to come up with the times, bro. Listen,
technically, I can do it.
Do you want my money or not? How about that? You want my money or not? Help me help you. Help me give you money. I'm giving you money. But reading is so archaic.
Dude, if I could
I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking with you, man. It's like I'm stressing this guy out. He's putting his heart and soul into these words. And I'm like, can't you just you're like do an anime or some shit? You know what? Give the book to Entity. He'll turn it into a DLSS 5 compilation video for me. He'll generate some video for me. Some nasty ass.
Do you have an NVIDIA GPU?
There you go. He does. Yeah, he does. He has a 4080. He has a 4080. Of course he does. DLSS 5 that shit.
And I am currently enjoying ray reconstruction on Crimson Desert, and it's a wonderful thing.
You liking Crimson Desert?
Yeah, man. I usually get open world fatigue once I cross out of 40 hours. I'm 57 hours in, and I'm still still having a blast.
Awesome.
It's really good. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna give that game a year. I said to myself, I'm gonna give this game a year.
Pregnant pause.
Yeah, give it a year, and it's gonna have everything I want in it. It looks fun. It does look fun.
Yeah. Oh, it is.
It does look really fun. Man. Yeah, it looks really fun. Good stuff. All right, man.
Yeah, it's a blast.
So let me know when you have that Netflix deal, dog. I'll appreciate it.
I'll be the first one. You will definitely, like I said, you will definitely know because
you couldn't help yourself. You'll be what? Well, you don't have that much. You have that. Your avatar will no longer be that. You'll be like the end symbol.
Dude, I'll be walking around wearing jackets with shoulder pads.
Boy, he'd be like, "Yep, time for my Emmy. Back at the Emmys, baby." Hey, you never know. How would you start? Like, how would that happen? Let's see. Because sometimes I see like movies or shows based off the book. I'm like, I never heard of this fucking book. Like,
well, typically, I mean, there's so many different ways. I mean, if you're the traditional route, your agent. You would have an agent who could, at your publisher that would work on that because they deal with media rights. If you're independent like myself, typically what happens is when you've gained a level of success that you've
when the book achieves,
then the studios will entertain you more or
like New York Times bestseller, all that bullshit.
Exactly right. Or if you just know people in the industry that flakes, which is rare. That's another route. But yeah, it's just, typically just takes time.
Okay, let's get that shit on Tubi. You got that shit next week. No, I'm playing. Literally, they'll literally have that shit done by a week. I seen some Tubi originals. I'm like, yo, this shit is wild. Yo, Tubi, I'm like, yo, this shit is some wild ass stories.
You know what? Paid for this house.
The way people die and that shit is like so fake. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on here? All right, brother, man. But yeah, man. But that's awesome. I'm glad for your book and stuff like that. All right.
I appreciate
it. Anyway, all right. Thank you for coming through. All right, chat. Hey, I'm glad you enjoyed another episode 60 Frames Don't Lag podcast with your only friend, these YouTube Streets, Porter Rock 77, and the amazing panel that was here today. I should be doing another live on Friday. We'll see how that goes, right? But definitely, I want to thank you all for rocking out with us. I hope you enjoyed the show. On your way out, please do not forget to hit the like button. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. I hope you enjoyed the show and that you stick around by subscribing. Anyway, I'm out of here. We're all out of here. We'll see you all next week, next Tuesday. 60 Frames Don't Like podcast. Until then, you guys take care. Peace.